Dead.
Last we left our heroes, they began their combat simulation on the deep space station and think tank called the Crucible, an operation ran by the Bay Olympus Megacorporation in conjunction with the Harrison Armory. Gamma Squadron had suited up after getting their mission briefing to make their way through the firefight that would ensue in the combat sim, make their way up to a given position whenever the flag proceeded to drop into the battlefield. Capture the flag, maintain your guys' battle position, and hold the grounds in which you guys had the flag. And then after that, the simulation would be complete. This is your shining moment.
Have we seen a flag?
You have not seen a flag yet. This will be your guys' defining moment. The moment that decides whether or not you are going to be scrubs that fail out of the Lancer Academy, while the goal is so close in reach, or whether or not you will become one of the elite, one of the mechanized cavalry that patrol and roam across the stars, whether you will become Lancers. So, we find ourselves in a dusty, sandy simulation chamber. The massive desert has a single road that leads through it, along with several plateaus. And amongst these plateaus has a large archway on the top. You can see a handful of assault mechs surrounding you, coming from both the south and the east, along with one large, strange new mech that has entered the fray, just after what seems like the gravity in this area had shut off, causing your mechs to slowly begin to float upward. It does seem like, this is a good bit of information, it does seem like the assault mechs and this strange, large new mech that has entered the fray, all of which seem to be still connected to the ground. You can see bright red lights flashing on the basis of the legs and supporting features of the mechs that are standing here, seemingly to imply that they might have some sort of edge in this situation. So, we're going to start off in the heat of combat. Bullets have been flying. You guys are now lifting off. At the beginning of the turn, top of the round, it will be a player turn. So,
real quick, if memory serves, I think that my mech used its additional manipulator arms to kind of clamp onto its cover to keep from. I don't remember if I did that last.
I do believe that was correct, and you are, let's see, dynamite.
Yep.
Right down over here. Yes, you had.
Dynamite.
So, with that said, who would you guys like to take the first turn in this round?
Well, I'm currently really close to a bad guy, so either someone fights this thing and gets its attention, or I should try to find a way to get away from him.
I mean...
do you have thrusters on your mech of any sorts?
Oh, that is probably something else that I should mention right now. Due to the anti-gravity currently having been turned off of your guys' mechs and you guys slowly floating upwards in the air, the way that you are going to have to deal with movement is either by pushing or pulling on some feature that is currently around you. If you fire any sort of weaponry, that will also be able to send you moving in the opposing direction. As of right now, your guys' mechs, let's see if I have something useful in resources for this. It does not seem like I do right now. You guys will be, I believe it is impaired, which means you guys will be taking an additional difficulty. I think I should probably actually do immobilized instead.
Which means we can't move. Yeah.
No, that means that it means that you guys are maybe it's slowed that I'm thinking of. I will have all of it here in a second. Statuses, perfect. All right. Slowed. Let's do slowed. Your guys' maximum speed becomes 2. So once you guys begin to start pushing, pulling, shooting, moving in whatever way that you can in this zero-G environment, you will be able to move 2 hexes.
Wouldn't that slow down our dash too when we fly?
What that means is that unless you have flight systems or anything that can help you in this situation, you cannot boost as well.
Good thing I've got jump jets.
Yeah.
Jump jets will help in this situation. So if anybody has some of those, that will be able to tell you what, if you've got jump jets, while you are moving, we're going to treat jump jets like a temporary fly. So you guys will continue to move in the direction in which you jump jet until you either use your jump jets to brake or you collide into something, because physics.
How are we going to handle that if we continue moving in the same direction? Is it going to be like a turn-to-turn basis?
Turn-to-turn basis, you guys will just continue to move in that direction until you turn around.
Until we correct course and all that shit.
Correct.
Correct.
So, with that, you guys get to decide who is going to be the first person to go in the round. After that, the person who went in the round will then proceed to nominate who goes on the next player's turn on the next player's turn. So, who wants to start off?
Probably Doc, because he has that another player gets a bonus ability.
That's true. That is true.
Also,
okay, so...
All right, Bones, what do we got?
Okay, so I've got this mech that's currently... Like, my mech was against this little wall here, and the gravity's turned off. So am I floating too bad, or am I just kind of like back against the...
As of right now, you are proceeding to float upwards. It is at a relatively slow pace, but if you do not do anything about it, you will proceed to move up at a speed of 1 hex per turn for right now.
Gotcha. Okay. So, all right, here's what I would like to try to do. I'm going to see if I can't, like, maybe... take my pattern a high explosive grenade. I want to like stick it on this mech and then just like kick off it as hard as I can and kick it back this direction here.
Well, they're not floating like us.
Oh, they're not floating?
Correct.
No.
They are not floating. It seems
Okay,
like
then.
they have
Okay.
some kind of countermeasure to this.
Which, I mean,
Oh,
you can still
okay.
kick yourself
Yeah.
away.
Fair. Yeah. Okay. So, what would I have to do to make that move happen?
Okay. So you are wanting to use one of your explosives here then. Let's see.
That sounds flashy.
This does sound pretty flashy. This sounds like it might be some sort of full round action. Let me go ahead and take a look here. No, that might be a quick action. So you were wanting to use one of your weapons, being this grenade, correct?
Yes. Like, I want to see if there's a way I could, jam it somewhere, like, on the mech's person, and then kick myself off, and then have the grenade go off on the mech itself.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll an accuracy check, if you would, for that.
Okay.
We'll do that in the form of. Let's see. That'd be 2 quick actions. That's just 2 skirmish actions.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
All right. And
So
don't our mechs get like an extra quick action or something like that, or is it just at the start?
That's just the first turn. That's initiative.
Yeah. That
Okay,
was,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
For one of you guys. Otherwise, you got. Oh yeah. For the.
That's what I was.
Everest.
Okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, you can overload your mechs, or overcharge your mechs in order to try and get an additional quick action.
Okay.
We also have our core system thing that gives us an additional full action or 2 quick actions as a free action. But you can only do that once per combat.
Okay.
I gave you bolster at the end of my turn last turn.
Ah, okay.
I believe that's what those little wings are for.
Right.
And what does the bolster
Rock on.
do?
+2 accuracy to its next skill check of any kind before the end of its next turn.
Beautiful. Okay. So, do you remember how to attack and do things in this?
I might need a refresher.
Okay.
Just in a minute.
So it will be a D20. You are rolling against the mech's evasion.
Okay.
And then after you do so, we'll have you make a secondary roll for that for a melee attack. Let's see here. So go ahead and start off. Roll me a D20. I'm trying to see what kind of modifiers.
Yeah, I was about to say, could I add my cool and collected thing since I specialize in this kind of thing? Stay cool and collected in times of stress or whatever and get a bonus maybe?
Let's see. There should be a modifier in which you can use that involves something on your mech, I believe. So let's go ahead and find that really quick because it has been a minute since I looked this over. Let's see. What are the different mech stats that we have going on here?
I've got
attacks, melee, ranged attack, melee attacks typically. Let's see. Range attacks are made against the target in range, grit versus evasion. So, generally speaking, it would be your grit, which I believe is currently at 0, as technically you guys are level 0 pilots.
Exactly. Okay.
So
just flat D20.
So it'd be a flat D20, but you do also get to roll 2d6 and keep the higher of the two and add that to your roll, as you are currently being bolstered by Spectre.
Okay, so
Or by Ghost, rather.
Okay, so then I'm going to.
Any of those are fine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I'll roll the D20 and then I'll just roll the D6s after. Just
Perfect.
So here's the D20.
Okay.
And then 2d6.
And 2d6, keep the higher of them. Nice. So that is currently a 12.
Yeah.
All right, so let me go ahead and double check here and see how we are looking on our dear assault mechs and what their evasion is. Now a 12 will actually hit. So go ahead and really quick roll me another accuracy check. Now I believe bolstered's only on his next roll, correct? Not all of them for his next turn. Is that right?
Yeah, I think he said it was.
It's by the end of his turn he has to use it.
Correct, but it only applies to one roll, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So go ahead and give me another accuracy check. Just a D20.
Okay.
An 8.
As usual.
Will actually just make it.
What?
Literally by the
Jesus
hair of your balls, the 8 makes it. So
Wow.
your mech Doc proceeds to grab a hold of one of your grenades, thrusting outward, and wedging it on between a couple of plates on this assault mech. And as you kind of fumble through the air, trying to orient yourself to be able to try and kick this assault mech, you manage to just barely do so, beginning to move yourself away. So let me see here. Go ahead and roll for damage for both of those really quick.
Okay, so for the grenade, let's see, it's a
blast 1d6 explosive damage on hit. All targets.
All right.
I think it's an auto hit too, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Range 5, blast 1. Yeah, just hits everything in the blast.
So, is there like a delay on that, or will it just go off because I'm like right next to it?
I'm going to be super generous and rule of cool it, as we are just doing some combat sims right now. So
Cool.
since you had managed to beat both of the checks there, and you were bolstered by Spectre, you are able to plant the grenade and attempt to kick off as the grenade is getting ready to go off and proceed to explode.
Okay,
So you will be able to push back 2 squares away from this in that direction.
Yeah, right up there. Yep. Dip, dip. There we go. Okay, then. So I roll for the grenade, and then do I roll for like the kick as well?
Go ahead and roll for the grenade. I'm going to go ahead and double check really quick on melee damages, as I believe you do also roll for that.
Okay, so I got a 3 on the grenade.
A strong 3. All right.
Keeping the streak, baby. Keeping the streak.
I like it. You're consistent, at least. Let's see here. And for the melee attack, improvised attack, but improvised attack is a melee attack. Don't want that. Let's see. That is another grip plus evasion. I don't know what just a regular melee attack is in terms of damage. Let's look at the Everest really quick.
Take notes, people, just in case you decide you want to punch a robot in the face.
Yeah, it'll be great. Primitive melee, that's not it.
Is there an option for savage melee? Because I am just being a Viking right now and trying to blow shit up.
Just absolutely savage.
Totes savage, brah.
Tactical melee is 1-6 plus 2 kinetic, so since it's not looking like it's not in the book, maybe a 1-3.
That seems like it would be about right.
It'd probably be an improvised attack, which is an attack with a fist, rifle butt, or improvised weapon in melee, which is a basic full round action. A basic full action, I mean.
It's a basic full action for...
Yeah, an improvised attack, yes. It's on page 92.
Oh.
But I think throwing his grenade is a... I don't know, it doesn't say.
Well, that should be... That's just using one weapon system, so that should just be a quick action.
Yeah, so that'd be a quick action. How many actions do you get?
You get 2 quick actions or 1 full round action, plus a move.
Ah.
Plus a move to either of them.
So you wouldn't be able to do damage with the kickoff.
Okay. So you're just...
Okay,
that's fine.
That's cool. Yeah.
And
So
the
you're
damage
just proceeding...
is- The damage is in the book. It's 1-6 kinetic.
Okay. All right. So let's go
But you don't have
ahead.
to roll to hit with the grenade. The grenade just hits.
Chris, it looks like you're occupying 4 hexes right now.
Jesus, Chris.
What?
My mech has been nervous. He's eaten a bunch of shit. My mech is currently in 1 hex on my screen.
Looks fine on my screen.
Yeah.
It's fine on mine.
Okay, maybe just me.
All right.
Go home, go
Greg,
home,
get your
Dan.
shit
You're
together.
drunk.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
I wish.
Well, no,
You are far
to
from
be
the
fair,
first person tonight to proclaim me being drunk, and I not yet.
Let's
Okay.
be real though. Like it's within his character to be drunk, so he's just
Yeah,
role-playing
he's
really
just
well.
in character, guys.
His method.
Motherfucking Daniel Day-Lewis of this game.
Okay.
Like drink your milkshake.
So you proceed to place the grenade onto the assault mech and kick off, making your way further away from the machine just in the nick of time as the grenade erupts outward, doing some damage to the assault mech, but it seems to still be standing and still in relatively good shape despite the recent scorch marks that had been left on it. So,
As is there? Can I relay like just general command, not like make someone do shit?
You
but
have
just
you
like
still have your thing, but you can still talk.
you can also just do free actions, but yeah, I believe you can also just,
good.
I think you can also
You have your thing that is if you issue a command to somebody and they follow it, they get a bonus dice.
correct.
Okay,
I believe you
so
can.
I'll use that one on Ash then, and I will just be like, target the explosion, like shoot him in the weak spot, I guess. Like I just blew up on him.
Okay.
Well, you know, like hit the spot that I've already damaged, that kind of thing.
Yeah. We got it.
I imagine Bones just like continuing going on, like re-explaining himself, but just in different words.
Hit the spot I blew up. You know, the place where it just took damage, where the scorch marks.
The weak spot.
Yeah.
Hit it in the
It's like
weak
a boss fight. It's like a boss fight.
It'll take more damage.
It's probably because he didn't think he'd be able to pull off that kick thing, and he's just like really, really like, holy shit, I just did that? Oh my
You
god.
just did that.
Mm.
All right.
So do I nominate who goes next then? Or
You will on the next round.
We'll figure it
Correct.
okay, gotcha.
So right now it will be the enemy turn, and the assault mech that is right here. Let's go ahead and take a step forward, and we're going to turn. And you are just a mighty, tasty target there, especially after that shitlord maneuver.
Yes.
Bones. So, because of your enticing demeanor, I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of pop shots at you here with their heavy assault rifle. And this will be against your evasion. Oh, thank you. Go ahead and add them in.
Yeah, no, that hits.
Beautiful. All right. So that will proceed to hit then. So they will do 7 points of kinetic damage. You will also, if you have any armor, reduce the damage by the amount of armor that you have before you apply it to your HP.
I don't think I have any armor on my mech, so it's all it's come down. It's getting hit. Okay, so I'm take some shots, and I'm not like nothing bad has happened yet, but I'm not really happy at the moment. So you said it was 7?
7 points of damage. That is correct.
Yoof. Okay. Yeah, I haven't lost any structure yet, but I'm getting close.
All right. After that, it will be the next player's turn. After the barrage of bullets spray into the body of Doc.
Well, I know what I'm going to do. Would anyone else have their turn ready?
I do.
So,
All right, Chris. What's your choice?
Which of us should go? Me and Ben both have our turn ready.
Let's see.
I call one.
You can have it.
All right, I will.
Yeah, bingo.
All right, Strife.
I would like to grab onto the guy that I'm adjacent to.
What's that icon he has on him?
Which one do we have there? That is the same one that we have on Jackal. And that is a good question. What was that?
Take notes.
Was it some sort of lock-on or something?
I think that
I
might.
think so. Because none of them can lock
No,
on.
because I think I've been doing targets for that. And you guys don't have anything to be jamming mechs, do you?
No.
Stunned.
It could be a stun.
I think it might be a stun.
I think I took it when I lost a hull or a structure.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. I may have taken it when I blasted them. I don't remember. Cause I was like, I remember I fucked that guy up in the back particularly well. I mean, someone can always go back and watch the recording when that part happened.
It's probably impaired. +1 difficulty on all actions.
That sounds much more close than stunned. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and just run with impaired for now, as I believe that is what is the case. So you guys have a +1 difficulty on all actions, attacks, and skill checks.
That is very unfortunate.
That is indeed unfortunate. So you will roll an additional d6 on your roll before, and then add that to your roll. Sorry. Subtract that. Sorry, yeah. Subtract that from your roll. Okay. So, Strife, you said you were going to attempt to go ahead and grapple and grab onto this mech in front of you?
Yep.
All right. For a grapple, I believe that was...
I'm going to test something real quick.
believe that was a full round, correct?
It is a quick.
Okay.
It is quick.
Yes.
Okay. Then go ahead and give me your grapple check.
I think that's just the 1 to 6 or 1 to 20.
Correct, and you have to beat their evasion, which will indeed beat their evasion.
Alrighty, so I'm
So you
holding on.
Proceed to grab a hold of this guy.
And then I will skirmish.
All right, what are we doing with that skirmish?
Heavy blade.
Heavy blade? All right, go ahead and give me that roll.
Hey, base.
Yes.
Can confirm that marker is impaired.
Can confirm?
Yeah, listen to the recording.
Awesome. I'm so good. Okay. And your blade will find purchase in the frame of this mech. Oh,
Max damage
fuck.
kinetic damage.
Kinetic. Okay. Well, this guy was not looking well off by the time that you had just now gotten a hold of him. And as you proceed to drive your blade into it, you can just see that the whole and integrity of this thing is fragile and broken, and you can see klaxons and red lights emitting from some of the innards of this thing. It looks like it is probably going to blow.
Oh, so I need to move.
You have jump jets, though, don't you?
Yeah, but that would be a boost, and I've already used both my quicks.
Shit.
Do jump sets count as boost action?
Yeah, jump jets is a boost is a quick action.
So what do I have options for movement? Just 2?
You don't have any options for movement.
Well, he's grabbing hold of this guy at the moment, so he could shove off and float 2 squares in a given direction.
I will bump into this guy.
Okay. All right. So you shove off, making your way away from this assault mech that you had gotten hold of and savaged pretty well. You can see the lights begin to start streaming out of this as the reactor core begins to go into full meltdown. And let's see here. How... That is going to be a burst 2. So you're still getting caught by that.
Yep.
All right. So then, as this thing proceeds to erupt in nuclear fire, you are going to take 12 points of explosive damage. Let's see. Characters caught in this explosion can pass an agility check to have this damage. So go ahead and, if you would like, make me an agility check for your mech in order to try and have the damage. That'll do it. So take
That's
6 points
6.
pre-armor. If you have any. This poor mech has seen its days. So, let's go ahead and we're going to have the big boy begin to start making his way. And as you see and hear the massive thuds and stomps of the massive mechanical legs that grapple down into the ground, this thing begins to slowly make its way forward. Let's go ahead and take a look here. This bad boy. Okay, so it's moved its speed. We're gonna go ahead and see who do we have. Oh, you're just out. You're just out. You're just out. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and this thing's going to go ahead and use one of its quick actions. You begin to see a powerful shimmering repulsion shield begin to start spreading out as this large blue emitter crops up on its head. Let's see. The mech seems to stomp down into the ground, immobilizing itself and entrenching itself in its position. Let's go ahead and use arrows in the back. Seems like a great thing for immobile. As it stomps down and creates a burst 3 zone around it of this strange shimmering light.
Can't you just make an aura?
You know what? That's a way fucking easier way to go about this. All right, aura, 30 feet. And let's go ahead and enable you guys to be able to see it. Whoa.
Looks like
I did things wrong here.
I think you're allowed. You're allowed to do that.
I
Yeah.
think you want 15 feet and uncheck the square box.
Yeah. That seems closer. Yeah, it seems much closer. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yep. How do make go away? First aura.
Delete it. Just leave the field blank.
All right. Oh, that's on the wrong guy entirely. That's why. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So you see this shimmering aura.
I don't see anything.
No. How about now?
There we go.
There it is.
Beautiful. It's like I've done this once or twice before. I'll go ahead and you can make that blue. Gorgeous. All right, so the shield goes up as this thing proceeds to entrench itself into the ground, protecting both itself and the other 2 mechs that are in the close proximity to it. And that will be its turn. So, Strife, who do you want to send up next?
Anybody else ready? I know Roy was, but I think he's still away.
I feel like either me or Dan should probably.
I could take it.
Yeah.
I got an idea. Yeah, I'll take it. So I'm going to start off. Just double check the range. So real quick, just clarification on this. This cover that I'm behind, if I crouch down, will I be completely covered?
If you proceed to crouch down, you should be able to be completely covered.
Okay.
That said, you obviously would lose line of sight on other things around you, but you can
Right.
just pop back up and do things. So yes.
Right. I'll probably do that after my barrage.
Barrage is a full round action, just so you know.
I still get a move though.
Uh,
Right. I
You
get my move plus either 2 quicks and a full, right?
correct. Let me see if there's anything. I think that might be considered like going prone in this. I can't remember if is going prone a. I think that's just the thing that happens. I don't think that you're. Yeah. Okay. So that we can consider that part of your move action.
Okay, cool.
All right. Go for it.
In that case, we are going to start off with an RPG.
Ooh. All right.
And
Targeting
I'm
which
gonna
one?
load Up, no. I'm going to load up an armor-piercing round. One of my Ripper armor from my armament talent.
Okay.
I'm going to load a Ripper round, which it'll swap. It'll turn the RPG to. It'll give it the armor-piercing tag and deal kinetic damage.
Okay.
And we're gonna shoot that sucker right here.
Okay. So, load up your Ripper round. You're going to take your shot. Go ahead and roll me a d20, and then give me 1 second here. Let me find this. Okay. And go ahead and do a 2d6 difficulty on that, or 2 difficulty on that.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a 10, and then the 4 for the difficulty.
Be a 6. As you proceed to launch your Ripper round, you can see it flare up, careen through the air, buzzing towards your target. And then suddenly it smashes into this energy field, exploding, erupting into a ball of fire. The field seems to be unfazed.
Oh, okay. That is mildly disheartening. With my second shot, I'm going to use my thermal rifle against that guy. Hang on.
Which one?
That guy.
That guy? Perfect.
What is... Chris, what did you do to me? Why am I rolling all these ones?
I did nothing, good sir.
So,
That's 3 energy damage, but it is armor piercing.
okay, perfect. And that will indeed find purchase and make its mark. And that is going to do, like you said, 3 armor-piercing damage right there. Okay. So you see the energy bolt crash through and burning up and scorching more of this mech's armor. It's still standing and looking pretty ferocious.
All right, and then for my move action, I'm going to crouch down behind the cover.
Okay. You proceed to crouch down behind cover. Beautiful. All right. So then, after that, let's go ahead and have this assault mech up here. We've got the high ground.
What's that blue circle?
The blue circle that's up here by the Aegis.
Yes.
An energy shield
Fuck.
that it seems to be emitting.
Strife, did you take your 6 damage?
Yes.
I believe he did, yeah. Let's go ahead and take a couple of pop shots with Jackal with this assault mech that is up on the edge of the plateau right here.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he's a fucking dick. Right, fucking asshole. Alright, so that is going to be 20 plus 2 coming at you. Oof.
Yeah,
No.
that hits my evasion.
All right. So that will proceed to do 7 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
I forgot that those things are supposed to be rolling with a +1 accuracy on those. That's a 20.
I mean, it still hits my 8 evasion.
I know, but that makes it a crit now.
Oh. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. All right. What did we decide that? I think there was 6. All right. Critting was. Is it max damage on damage dice in this? Let's see here. Critical damage. Falling death.
Roll all damage dice twice and choose the highest result.
All right. All right. So that's going to be a whopping still 7 damage. And then let's go ahead and continue to hunker down and make our way back over here. Try and get a little ways away from the fray. All right.
Can I fuck that guy up now, please?
Sure, I was gonna go next if you weren't back, but sure.
Okay. This might not work because I'm disadvantaged this round, but I'm going to do full round tech attack against the guy who just shot me.
Okay.
So first I'm going to do lock on 20. That's with the -1 from the 1d6.
Okay.
So that's
Yep. That will indeed lock on.
Okay. And then I'm going to invade, consume the lock on, so he takes 3 heat from me consuming the lock on.
Okay. 3 heat.
So I can't, the positive and negative cancel. Fuck, I only got an 8.
All right. Let's go ahead and see here. That will just beat their E defense.
Okay. I'm going to attack systems. So
Okay.
invade does 1d3 heat, and attack systems does an additional 1d3 heat.
Okay.
So plus he takes 3 more heat damage
Okay.
for a total of 6.
Sure is. It's getting nice and toasty. Anything else?
That's a full round. That's 2 quick actions.
Okay.
Ooh, actually.
Uh-huh.
How long does this status last?
Let me...
End of turn, probably?
Yeah, that sounds right. I don't know why it would last longer than that at the moment. Did you happen to take any structure damage?
I did take 1 structure damage previously,
You
yes.
took 1 structure damage. Okay. Let me go ahead and take a look here because I believe that it is in regards to the amount of structure damage that you had taken. Damage bonuses. Varying max structure damage. Here we go. Yeah, until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
So at the end of your turn, it will proceed to go away.
I am going to use the GMS Hyperspec Fuel Injector
Okay.
to take 2 quick actions as a free action.
Okay.
And I'm going to move 4 squares diagonally kind of upwards. So 2 squares sideways, 2 squares up.
And how are you doing that?
With my jump jet.
Okay.
I'm using boost.
Okay.
And then for my second quick action, yeah, I'm going to go 1 square up, 1 square over. That's 2 movement. That gets me over the 30-foot mark. And then I have 2 squares of movements left, so let's just go. Just go over 1, up 1. Fuck it. So I'm kind of going. Well, no, that would actually put me in a trajectory. I'll go to here, and then I'll boost 2 squares straight up.
Okay.
So I'm 20 foot in the air above this mark.
Okay, which would be 40 feet above the ground at the beginning, so you are 60 feet up.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 60 feet up.
Okay. All right. So after that, also, guys, just so I can remember, as you guys are going along, after your turn, please be sure to go ahead and mark the little blue box on there. And at the beginning of the rounds, uncheck them. Rainmaker, I don't think you've gone yet, so go ahead and uncheck
Instead of being
the blue
60
box.
feet up, I'm going to be 50 feet up and actually be right here instead.
Okay.
Against the wall, just in case.
That's fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and have... Oh, this guy's gonna need to do something here. Oh, Ben, you are so tasty and just right next to it. Let's go ahead and turn around, and we're going to go ahead and proceed to use a barrage on you, since you are right here. So let's go ahead and start off. It's going to attempt to fire at you, firstly with its heavy assault rifle. Right. As a 19. I presume that'll hit. What is your evasion? It's less than 19, but...
Yeah, it's less than 19.
Okay.
I'm going to brace.
You're going to brace. All right. Using the brace reaction. All right. So you would be taking 7 points of kinetic damage from this blast. And I believe brace, does it nullify it or just halve it?
Halved round up.
Halved round up. Okay. So that should be 4.
That reduces me to -1.
But your next turn, you have no actions?
Have you taken any structure damage yet?
No.
Okay. So the way that this happens is instead of getting... You said you got reduced below your damage, your hit point threshold?
Yep.
Okay. So then at this point in time, go ahead and take 1 point of structure damage and reset your hit points to maximum.
And then take the rest of the damage.
And then take the rest of the damage.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm going to need you to roll me 1d6.
I don't remember if you want a 1 or a 6. I hope you want a 1.
Is that what you rolled?
You rolled a 1.
That is what you rolled. All right. That is going to be a direct hit.
That is not what you want.
That is not what you want. You want to roll higher on those. So this effect, this result has different outcomes depending on how much structure damage your mech has remaining. How much structure damage does your mech have remaining?
3.
3? Perfect. Okay. Your mech is stunned until the end of your next turn as the round from the heavy assault rifle manages to hit one of your more critical systems, temporarily stunning your mech.
Well, the good news is you're stunned on the same turn that you don't have any actions.
It's true.
1 quick.
Well, when you brace, you lose your actions.
Reactions.
Is that what it says? Brace. Reduce damage at the cost of your next turn's actions.
I think Overwatch is the one that just cancels out the reactions for the rest of the...
No, Overwatch... well, yeah, that would cancel out your reactions because you get 1 reaction. Yeah.
However, the stress of bracing means until the end of your next turn, you cannot take reactions on that turn, and you can only make one quick action. No
Ah.
regular move,
Huh.
no full action, no free action, and no overcharge.
Perfect.
Interesting.
Okay. So after you take the stun here, it's going to go ahead and attack with its other weapon.
+1 difficulty because of brace.
Yep.
+1 difficulty because of brace. Okay. And I should probably take a look here really quick and see if any accuracy is given to them because of stunned.
Probably not.
Statuses. I don't know why I haven't put this on something already.
Attackers receive
Stun.
+1
Attackers
accuracy.
receive +1 accuracy against you.
Yep, that is. Yeah, I see that now.
You automatically fail all hull and agility checks. And
You cannot take any actions.
cannot overcharge, take free actions, reactions, move, or take any actions with your mech. The pilot in a stunned mech can still mount and dismount their mech, eject, and take their turns normally. So, you are effectively useless for a round, but this thing is going to go ahead and swing at you with a flat roll. That is going to be a 7. Does a 7 beat your evasion?
Nope.
I did not think so. So, despite its best efforts, as your mech locks itself into place, bracing for the impact from the blows, the knife manages to glint off of your heavy armor, leaving nary a scratch. And that will be his turn. So, what do we got up next, guys?
Yeah, I could probably do something on the south side if you guys are coming going.
Like we've got Rainmaker and Spectre still, I believe.
Maybe a little help up north,
2.
please.
No, I mean,
There's a-
Spectre can go if you want, if y'all want him to.
There's a big fucker coming.
Well, the problem is these two shitlords down south are getting themselves into problems, so.
Okay, do what you gotta do.
The big guy has a shield around him and those two guys next to him.
So, Spectre or me? Who's going?
Edquist, what do you think?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
So, hey, Base.
Yes.
You said a barrage is the only thing that takes a full round action in terms of attacking, right?
It does take a full round action, yes.
And you
Okay.
fire 2 mounts.
And a quick action is like what, single attack?
Correct. You
Yep.
skirmish, you choose which mount you want to be able to fire off of.
And could you do that 2 times, or would that just
Yeah, you can do
consider
that.
barrage at
You
that point?
can do that 2 times. You have to choose different mounts each time.
Same thing for barrage.
So
though.
basically, barrage is just 2 skirmishes.
Correct.
Except barrage allows you to use a super heavy weapon, which none of us have.
Yeah.
Right.
Right now.
Correct.
Let's see.
So what do we got?
I'm looking. Give me just a second.
Thought you had your turn planned.
No, I was just checking one skill I had.
Type-
You're
Typing it
good.
up.
You're good. I'm kidding.
Like you knew what you were doing.
It says that when you fire with a weapon, you can also fire with the weapon in the auxiliary shot slot. Does that mean that you could fire with 3 weapons?
Technically, yes. We
yeah.
each have a flex mount.
So if
So
you
you could've-
attacked with your weapon in the flex mount, you could attack with both weapons.
No, the flex means that it can either be a standard or 2 auxiliary. So if you
Oh,
put 2
right.
auxiliary,
You could
In
fire
the
with both
flex.
auxiliary.
and then there are some mounts that are both standard and an auxiliary. So you would get both of those, but we don't
Gotcha.
have those mounts.
Right. So if you attack,
So-
with, if you have 2 auxiliary, you can attack with both of them right now, and your regular.
Yep.
Oh, so the auxiliaries fire along with my gun if I just choose to do one quick action?
No.
Oh.
Your
I believe that's for
auxiliaries
barrage.
fire at the exact same time if you attack with them.
Oh.
If you have
I don't
2
think
auxiliaries,
I don't think we did that last time whenever my 2 missile racks. Oh well.
it's fine.
It's dependent on how you mounted on your character sheet.
I haven't mounted them together.
Then yeah, you can use them at the same time. Maybe that's only a barrage thing though.
That may well be a barrage thing.
All right. I'm going to do a quick
No,
action
it's a skirmish thing too.
to fire my let's see, what is it, auto cannon or whatever, my heavy machine gun at the guy next to Strife. So let's see, I have to make that roll with just 1 difficulty on it, and I'm going to use suppressive fire. So if the attack hits, the next range attack that enemy makes is made with +1 difficulty.
Okay.
So,
All right, go ahead and give me that roll.
So it's a what, 1d20 minus 1 or what? How does it work?
It's a 1d20. I do not believe that you have anything that is giving you
No,
difficulty.
he's getting a difficulty by making it.
Correct.
+1 difficulty.
Correct. So then
1d20 minus
1d20
1d6.
minus 1d6.
Oh.
Okay, well, just subtract the 6.
Roll it. Yep, roll a d6.
You can
and
do it
subtract.
all at the same time. You don't have to roll them separately. What?
That's
Wrong.
gonna miss.
That is a 1. That is
What's
god
wait,
awful.
No, he rolled 2d6s. Oh, I see his 1d20. Never mind.
No, he rolled a
Jesus
d20.
Christ.
Yeah, no, he just rolled garbage. So, yeah, as you see your friends quickly scatter and are getting thrown about, and the sudden disarray of combat, you aim and take a shot, hoping to give some relief to Strife. In doing so, however, though, your shot goes far and wide.
You still get another weapon though,
Yeah.
Correct.
which could be both of your missiles.
Where is the range listed, or like do these things not really have a set range?
For your missiles?
The range,
Yeah.
it'd be like my drone nexus is 1d3/10.
Okay, so it's the
So
slash
it's the
10.
slash, yeah, 10.
So it's 10 squares away, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't want to blast Strife because the missiles do have a blast to them. So
Then
Makes
you can-
sense.
If you have range 10, you could hit this guy up there next to Spectre. Or this guy down here.
that's I was gonna go for the guy down there. All right. Well, he's not locked on because you already consumed that lock on. Sadly.
I got it and immediately used it, yes. I needed it. I had
Okay.
difficulty.
Well, then I'll go ahead and make an attack on this guy. With my missiles. So double missiles. So roll 1d20.
Yep, 1d20. Yep.
And then you
Wow.
you have to roll it again for your other missiles. It's technically 2 separate attacks.
It's better.
At least one of them hits.
All right.
And the damage is 1d3 plus 1.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. And which one were you targeting? I'm sorry.
The guy further south.
Okay. Ooh, okay. For a whopping 3 damage.
That guy, he probably hasn't taken much damage, but he's definitely hot.
Yeah, he's getting warm.
I'm assuming I also start drifting backwards because I did fire my big gun.
Yes, you will proceed to be moving backwards at a square of one hex per round.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because the last thing I did on my turn was boost upward, so I guess I'd be moving up at a speed of 1.
Yep.
Ugh.
Well, you're going to be moving approximately the same rate of speed. So unless you do something to course correct, you're going to be moving about 40 squares or 40 hexes in an upward diagonal line.
Oh, God. Oh, oof. Well,
If you don't boost.
If you don't boost and try and find a way to course correct.
Boosting does take quick action, doesn't it?
it does.
Yep, sure does. Sure does. All right, is there anything else for you, Rainmaker?
Well, I've used up both my quicks. Nah, I can't really do anything else, can I?
Ooh, not terribly. There's not a whole lot around you yet to be able to try and grab and move, help you move. So.
All right. Oh, I'll say I've got jump jet systems, but they require a boost. So.
Yeah, you'd have to use your
Yep,
action.
yep. Okay.
Well, that's it then.
Alrighty. So, let's go ahead and see. We've got
Apply your blue circle, Ryan.
yeah,
Oh,
that guy.
sorry.
That guy should have a blue circle as well. So that should probably just leave. Yep, looks like it just leaves these two up here. And Spectre. Let's go ahead and have this one. Yeah, right there seems fine. How good of a line of sight do I have on you? I got a pretty good one on Spectre. Not nearly as good of a one on Doc. All right, Spectre.
Well, I am hidden.
Oh, fuck, that is right. You are indeed. You are, like, hidden too, aren't you? Like, I'm unable to see you.
Yeah, I'm in Doc's magic smoke cloud thing or whatever.
No, there is
Magic
no smoke cloud.
Yeah, that only lasted the one round.
Yeah, but I'm still hidden. Because I hit on my turn.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Ew.
I like to think he's just sort of standing there with his like mech hand covering his mech face.
You can't see me.
Oh my god, it's the John Cena of mechs.
It was inevitable. All right. So that cloud is clearing up. Let's go ahead and try and pop a couple of shots here at Doc then. I don't really have a good line of sight, so I'm going to be taking some difficulty there. So that's going to cause that to cancel out with the accuracy for the assault rifle as it lines up its shot, trying to take as best a pop shot as it can. Oof. Is going to take. That's not all of that. Sorry, it should just be 11 points of damage pre-armor soak.
Oh, so that's targeting me?
Yes. And then I've got another present coming down here.
That's this fucker right there, right?
No, sorry, that is this guy over here in the shielding.
Okay.
Because I don't have a great line of sight on you, but I've got a line of sight on you.
Okay. So I just went from 3 to 0, so I lose a hull. So what happens then?
So you lose one structure.
Okay. So I'm at 3 structure.
So you have 3
Roll a
structure.
d6.
Roll a d6 and then go back to maximum hit points. If there was any overflow on the damage, take the additional damage.
Oh
that you
my
did not
god.
initially take. That's nasty. All right, but that's not that bad at this point in time. So you will be stunned for a round as the glancing blow manages to pierce into one of your more critical systems, causing your mech to begin to smoke and lock up, betraying itself.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, that's lovely.
Beautiful. Okay. This guy. Nope. So that happens. Spectre. It is your turn at this point.
Okay.
The smoke is clearing around you quickly. You have an opportunity to strike as you are still hidden at the moment, but the opportunity may not last in your current position.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fire my Hunter Seeker drone. Or my Hunter Seeker drone.
All right.
In front.
Hitting this guy right here in the front.
Yeah. And my special ability gives me +2 when attacking from hidden. +2 accuracy, so.
All right, go ahead and make that roll then. Oh, and roll me that those 2d6s. Keep one and add to it. All right, so
22.
22. All right, so go ahead and roll double damage dice. Keep the highest of the original value.
I also get something special when I crit with a drone. Let me see what that is. Because I don't remember.
Is that in
I
Drone
mean, this
Commander?
is the
I
first
presume?
time it's ever happened, so.
Yeah, first, once per round when you critical hit with a target with a Nexus weapon, the target must pass a systems check or become shredded until the end of its next turn.
Ooh, okay. Let me try that then. Let's see. I have to roll against the systems check.
Yeah.
Okay.
We made a lot better time this round than we did the first round.
1d6.
Yeah, we did. So it's only 1d6 damage?
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be 6 points of damage coming at this thing. And then let me go ahead and take a look here really quick.
Did you roll twice and take the highest of the dice?
Yeah. I got a
Correct.
6 and a 3.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, the 6 was
Oh,
the
you only
highest.
get 1d6 damage, right?
Correct. All right, so that is going to... It's going to fail that, so it is going to proceed to be shredded until you said the next round, or its next turn.
I believe it's next turn. Let me check real quick. Until the end of its next turn, yeah.
Until the end of its next turn. All right. And that being said, shredded.
Cannot benefit from armor or resistance.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. Perfect.
Oh, who did Bones give his special dice roll to?
I gave that to Edquist.
Did you use it?
I didn't. What was it for?
Oh, to attack the guy you just attacked. So with your second attack, if you haven't done one yet, you could get a bonus d6. Or I guess it doesn't matter if you need it anyway, because you critted on him. If this is your only attack, then you crit it, so you're fine.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my second skirmish thing to boost straight up into the air and look for this flag.
Okay. So you begin to boost upward, floating
What's your
away.
Four.
Probably, yeah, 4. Yeah.
So you launch yourself upwards, clearing the dissipating smoke. You are no longer hidden at this point in time, but as you fly up, you don't see a flag around as you scan around your HUD, pulling and drawing all sorts of information, painting the battlefield, along with the variety of mechs in the occasion. And as you are looking around, trying to see if there's a flag anywhere in here, you look upwards. You can see a faint glint in the sky that seems like it's slowly descending downward. Seems to be some sort of elongated pole of sorts. It seems
where
like
is
it seems like it's in a general this area, probably a couple hundred feet up.
About there?
Yeah, somewhere in that area.
So I will message Jackal. Jackal, it's Ghost. Some kind of pole almost directly above you, descending.
Roger. Message received.
Cute. All right. So then we have one more person, I believe, here for the top of the round, or for the first round. Let's see. This mech will go ahead and... Oh, where do we have people? Let's see. They're 40 feet up in the air. That's not going to be too good here. Let's go ahead and proceed to jump down here with this mech. And 1, 2, 3. And let's see, we're gonna go ahead and try and take some shots at Dynamite. That said, you do have cover right now, so that will be adding difficulty to their checks. Let me go ahead and take a look here. You'll be getting heavy cover as you have crouched down and are using the small plateau here to the best of your advantage. I believe that's going to be 2d6 difficulty, so d20. 2 minus 1d6. Does an 11 hit you and beat your evasion, Dynamite?
It's evasion, yes.
Okay. So, bullets whir out, and a couple of them smack into the plateau, chipping away the rocks. And then you manage to get winged by one of them. Go ahead and take 7 points of damage prior
It's just
to...
called winging it?
Yeah, big fucking slugs, man. Big fucking slugs. Okay. And I believe with that, we are going to be at the top of the round. As you can see, the flag slowly beginning to descend off the this point that has been painted on your guys' map for you. That said, who wants to go ahead and go first?
I mean, it's a pretty good tradition that Doc goes first as the leader of the party.
Seems about right.
You might want to stabilize, man, get that health back.
Oh,
yeah.
You're at full health.
You took a point of structure damage. Your health is topped back off to the top.
But then you take the damage left over from the attack.
Correct.
Yeah, and,
Yeah, he did. That's why he's low again.
yeah, it
There's
was a
no way
big
he's
hit.
that low. How much damage was it?
I had 3
It was
health.
11
it was
damage.
11.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
So you took 7. How much do you have normally? 10?
10.
Damn. That was a big hit.
Told you.
That's pretty nasty. All right, so, and you are also stunned at the moment, which is muy bado.
So you should take your action first.
Stabilize the
That way
full
you
round
get it.
action.
I would probably want to get to
Cannot
a safe
overcharge,
spot?
take reactions, move, or take any actions with your mech.
Oh.
Your turn is a skip, basically.
He can't take free actions?
He let's see here.
Did it say free actions?
Cannot take free action.
Yep, no turn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The mech
I got,
for the
I
mech
got
itself.
fucked by that V6. So I'm gonna do that thing in the movies where like you
By-
tap your
for the-
fuel gauge because it's like on empty.
But the
you think that's gonna
player-
make more gas appear?
But
The player
that.
thing, the thing where you
Your-
give someone a command is a
your
pilot.
pilot, yes, your pilot can still make an action, so you can still call out orders. Your
Okay,
mech can't
cool.
do shit this round.
All right, so I'm just gonna call out to Dynamite. Dynamite, my mech is fucked. I need you to take this son of a bitch out. I'm gonna like directly behind you, 12 o'clock.
Or in front of you.
Well, I don't know which way he's fucking facing because it looks like he's facing down. I
Behind.
can't. Like, I'm
Behind still
basing
wouldn't be
this.
12
My
o'clock.
my player dialogue is based off the way his fucking mech is currently facing.
You're fine.
Dynamite. Did you attack that guy who was shooting at me or that I
This-
messed
this
with
guy
last
here.
round?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yep.
Okay then.
I've
Yeah.
I've been messing them up.
Cool. All right. So I'll just say keep hitting him.
So I get a bonus right next time, right? 'Cause I'm following an order. Cool.
Yep.
You, yeah.
And then I proceed to do that thing where you flip the switches and all that shit, try to make
Yeah.
things happen. Pull an Anakin Skywalker and, like, you know, change USB ports and see if that does anything.
Yeah, you change your USB and it seems like you begin to start regaining some motor function in your mech.
Let's try spinning.
You
Spinning's
just
a
gotta,
good
you
trick.
just gotta backdoor and defrag it, you know?
He
Yeah,
gains enough motor
yeah.
function to lift the middle finger.
Sure, you do that. Yes.
All right. After that, we will have a robot's turn. Let's see. Well, it would just be an absolute crying shame if I didn't do something about that. This is the only one that really has a good, clean line of sight on Spectre, though. So the person in which you have shredded over here is going to turn. You can see its mechanized arms lean back as it tries to begin to start looking up in your direction. And it's going to go ahead and take this opportunity to take a pop shot at you, Spectre.
Nah.
Oof. The 23 hit your evasion?
You?
I think
Let's
that's
just hope he gets this out of the way now
10.
before the dragon fight. That's all I'm saying. Let's let him work this out.
just gonna work it out, right?
Yeah, just take it out on these robots.
10 points of damage pre-armor soak.
I don't have any armor.
Do any of our mechs actually have armor right now? Like, I don't think
I
they
don't know if
do.
any of you guys do or not.
No.
It's like mine doesn't.
No? Okay.
We could, if you put your points into hull.
I don't think I put enough to get armor.
I don't think Hull actually gives you extra armor right now. It just gives you extra
Oh.
health.
You're right.
Hey, Base,
Yes.
can you clarify something for me? Why are you getting the D20 plus 2 plus a D6 on a roll?
Okay.
Because he has a +2 to
it-
hit, and then he has a bonus.
Correct.
What's the D6 bonus though? Like I get the plus 2.
Okay. So the D6 bonus is actually from the heavy assault rifles that these assault mechs have.
Okay.
They've got they basically have scopes on them that just help them.
It gives them accuracy.
It gives them
Yeah, we're-
+1 accuracy.
We're fighting the tryhards at the paintball arena right now. That's what we're doing.
Right, yeah. These are, the ex-Marines who have nothing better to do, so they go to the paintball arena and try and school kids.
Okay.
And Chris keeps giving you 1 accuracy by telling you what to do.
Correct.
Sounds good.
And then the +2 is because apparently they get just a +2 to their hits. So that one's gonna take its shots there. It's still shredded, so that will be its turn. It could move around, but it's not going to. It's in a decent position as it is. All right. So with that, Doc, who's up next?
Dynamite. Fuck it. Or well, no. Okay. Does anyone really need to do anything right now? Or are you all kind of good?
I think Dynamite's a good choice if Dan's ready for his turn.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Dan, make a move.
Okay, so we're gonna do something.
Just don't crit one
probably.
and then like hit me by
No,
mistake.
it's fine.
Oh,
It's
I
fine. I got a plan. I have a plan.
All I need is some faith.
Okay, so just once per. Okay, so I can do that. So I'm going to start by. Where did it go? What's that action called? Not a stabilize.
Stabilize.
So, yes, because I need to reload my heavy weapons.
Okay.
So I get to do that. I'm going to spend 1 repair to bring my hit points back up to max. And the reds will be 1.
Correct. Your heat gauge gets reset as well.
Cool. So I didn't have any heat in the first place. So
you do. Sorry, you do one of the following: either reset your heat gauge or spend 1 repair to refill HP to maximum.
So you
Oh
definitely.
yeah,
And then you
I'm not worried about
also reload.
Yeah, I can actually do 2. I can do reload and burned or engineering check, but I don't have anything that would really work
Correct.
with that just because of one of my talents. So I'm gonna reload my heavy guns. That's my full round, and then I'm going to use my core system. I get to take an additional full action
All right.
or 2 quick actions.
Okay, what do we got?
Well,
Barrage.
fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna break back out the AMR, and I'm kind of gonna hop back up. Use one of my movement to kind of perch back up, take a shot at that guy. So,
All right.
ugh. But I get to roll an extra 1d6. on that,
You do
right?
you get to roll a 1d6.
That would've been
Probably not gonna help.
God, Chris, what the hell, man?
Why can't you
Okay.
roll like this when you're the bad guy?
I don't know. I'm
You
supposed to
have
have
that,
long asked myself.
you have that marked as accurate. I think you get another D6.
You do get yeah. So you would roll another d6. So
That's an 8.
That is a
Seven.
total of 8. No, it's a total of 8.
I rolled a
Why-
1.
why is it
I
total
got
of
an
8?
accuracy of 1 from Chris and a 6 from.
You only
Make
take
actual
the highest
weapons
you
one.
only take the highest value of accuracy, and
Oh.
You
damn
get
it.
multiple. You get multiple accuracies, don't you?
you can stack multiple accuracies
Yeah,
up. Correct.
He gets 2.
But
Right.
yes,
It's a
but
pool that
you
you
take
get
the
to pick
highest
from.
value. You don't add them all
Oh.
together. You take the same thing applies for difficulty. You roll multiple d6s, and then you take the highest value of either of them and add it to your roll or subtract it from your roll.
That's unfortunate.
So you are just shy as your blast whirs out, exploding, and coming up just short of this assault mech.
Okay. Well. Fuck it. RPG.
All right.
It has a blast too, so
This will be
we're
much
all
harder.
fine.
Yeah.
God damn.
Now, let me double check something really quick because you do really suck at these rolls. But let's see here. God, you truly just rolled hot shit.
That is statistically horrible. What the?
Yeah. No, I would agree with that. Blast damage. All right. High or low, Dan?
No. Hi.
High. Okay.
Dan, I want you just to internalize this right now. I want you just to take what you're feeling, okay? And then what you need to do is you need to exhale slowly
Shove it.
and
right
try not
back.
to break your desk. Because that's exactly how I feel when I play. And this, children, is what we call empathy. Continue.
So the ordnance proceeds to fire out of your RPG. Unfortunately, it seems like the projectile thruster for the RPG seems to sputter out fairly quickly.
That's just making excuses. Let's be honest. I don't follow orders very well.
Well, that
You're not my dad.
weapons malfunctions happens to 1 in 3 Lancers, so it's a really serious problem.
If you should see a doctor.
You should see a doctor about that. Your Bones, I need you to take a look at this. So the ordnance will fall right here as it sputters out, screaming and crashing onto the edge of the plateau. Is
Does it
there
still go
a
off?
blast radius on
It's a blast too.
for your RPG?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So you
Blast too.
and the assault mech over here will be taking the explosive damage. Fortunately for you, his armor is fucked. So you guys will both be taking a few points of damage here.
It's just 2 points.
Yeah, it's just 2 points.
Good thing I healed.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to kind of hunker back down and hope no one noticed.
Now I'm
That is such a
sure
fucking
that
waste.
I am being a super dick here, but I don't believe that movement can be broken up in this one.
He's not actually moving. That's like, that's
Yeah, you're right. He's not really moving. I don't give a shit. Okay. That's fine.
Just give me this one, man, after,
Yeah,
after I had a crisp
he's role play moving.
Yeah. So you crop up, you pop, take your shots, and after
it doesn't actually give him any additional cover. He has cover no matter what.
right. So your ordnance falls out the end of your RPG, causing an explosion, searing the edge of your mech. And the scorch marks on the assault mech that's caught in the middle of you three at the moment seems to be taking some heavy damage. Its integrity failing, its systems seeming to be heating up, and is not looking good. So, do we eat the potato now or let it ferment and drink it later?
What?
You ever watch Archer? Let's go ahead and have.
What's Big Zam going to do?
I was thinking about that, but I'm going to have this guy. I'm going to hold off here for a little bit. I'm going to have this guy over here. We're going to back up just a little bit and get a nice, clean line of shot on Jackal up here.
Who's trying to line up a shot against me?
And we'll probably go down here, actually. The assault mech.
There's a 30-foot wall in between me and him.
And aren't you like?
I'm
50
feet
up.
I'm 10 feet
No,
above this.
you were 20. You were 20 feet above it.
I'm 10
You
feet
said
above it. Because I was before I altered my movement slightly. Now
okay.
I'm only 10 feet above this platform. I'm 50 feet in the air, and this platform is 40 feet in the air.
Okay. Well then, Strife, you look like a. Okay. Thank you, Ben. And for your due diligence in helping me with rules, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at you with assault mech number 5.
Nope.
Oof, that's a 9. I don't think that does
I got a
it.
10.
Yeah, all right. So despite it trying to lob off some shots in your direction, they come out just wide, causing the sand around your mech to just kind of burst upwards, an explosive blast. And that will be all of his turn. So, Coyote 13. Or Coyote, rather. Gray 13. Who's up next?
Let's see. Strife, you're immobile, or are you? Oh, you're stunned, aren't you?
He's
yeah,
stunned.
we should probably hold his turn till last, unless we need to buffer somewhere. I know what I'm gonna do.
I can go and try to take this guy out.
Yeah.
We're still been fighting for like the entire game.
Yeah. You know what? Edquist, nuke him.
Okay. So I'm going to use my anti-material rifle to blast this guy.
Okay.
It's an accurate weapon, so I get to add a d6. 14.
That'll definitely do it. Go ahead and roll damage.
10.
10. All right. That is a very gnarly hit.
And he is shredded.
And he is shredded, so that's just going to be really fucking bad for him. Okay. Right. All right. He is going to be impaired, and his mech is not looking good as the anti-material rifle's round streams through it, leaving a trail of vapor as it pierces through. That's a kinetic weapon, isn't it?
It's
an energy.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Sorry, let me take a look.
Pretty sure an anti-material rifle is...
It is.
I think it's a god sniper.
It
right?
says K, so I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's kinetic. Yep. So you see a large trail of smoke and vapor from where this massive round pierces through this thing. And it is impaired. Okay. And it is looking very rickety at this point. So, what else you got?
And I get a second attack with barrage, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I will use my Hunter Seeker drone again. For that.
You're definitely going to start drifting backwards after firing that anti-material rifle.
10.
10? 10 will also hit. What's the range on your Hunter Killer? You are 40 feet up and about 40 feet away from this thing.
Don't.
I guess would
It's
just
probably
be
range 10
40
if
feet.
it's because the drone Nexus Lite is range 10, so...
Yep.
Yes, 10.
Okay, yeah, you're well within range.
Well, it's 88 squares away, so I wouldn't say well within.
It's not 8 squares away. He's 4 squares over and 4 squares up. It's a 4-square diagonal.
Oh, yeah, diagonals are a thing, huh?
Yeah.
So that's 1d6 damage. 2.
Alright, 2 points of damage. Man, this thing is still on its feet, but it is looking super bad. Alright. Anything else? Otherwise, you were going to continue to drift upwards.
Well, I can't rank a regular move, right? So.
Correct. You would have to use your jump jet. So, and
He
since
just
you
full
are,
handed, yeah.
technically it's 8
So.
squares earlier, by the way. But anyway. Okay. So yeah, you will
I guess-
proceed to float another 40 feet up as you continue to just lift.
Yeah, he
Upwards and
launched
upwards.
straight up, huh?
Yeah, and he launched. All right. After that, we have. I think I moved one too many, but well. After that, we have. Let's do this guy. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, so that's 3. So we're gonna go ahead and come out here. And I'm gonna roll a d3. Dan, you're 1. Spectre is 2. And Doc is 3. Doc, you are awfully lucky today.
Depends on your definition of luck.
Yeah, well.
I'm not dead, so yeah, I am lucky.
It's true. Fuck. All right. That will be 7 points of damage as this thing rounds the corner, emerging from the energy shield that's on the other side, and proceeds to start lighting you up.
Okay, so I take, you said 7?
7 points of damage.
Bitchin', I'm down to 2 hulls, and now I'm going to be at... Oh boy, that's going to be fun. Yeah, that's great. That's actually really great. I'm healthier than I was previous.
Gotta roll a d6, though.
You have to roll 2d6s now, one for each hull
God.
damage.
That's awful. I wish you luck.
Okay. And then let me see here. Structure damage. 1d6 per multiples. Choose the lowest result.
Joy.
All right.
It's gonna be really
There's a
bad.
TV on in the background. by
This
the way,
is
with like
potentially
cursor
very
action.
bad. So I'm gonna need you to make me a hull check.
All right.
All right. So that will be d20 and then oh god,
Would it be plus your whole skill?
I'm thinking that's exactly what that is.
Okay, my whole skill.
Probably 0.
Oh,
I don't have a hull, but I do. Well, my hull skill. I hull.
That's like hull
one
agility
bonus.
systems engineering. Okay.
Yeah, 1. That's a 1. Yeah. I
Okay.
split my hull and agility, those 2 points. So, okay. So that's a d20 plus 1.
Yep. Whew.
Am I dead?
Your mech is not destroyed.
Good.
You are, however, I believe, stunned once again. But
Sick,
considering the alternative,
dude.
What's the 4 have happen? Oh, do you add those together to get the result?
No, you roll 2 and take the lower is how it works. So I got
Correct.
1.
Correct.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
so you must.
I don't think this.
Oh, you are not stunned. Says you must make a hull check or be destroyed. So you are actually in the clear right now.
Fucking A. How about we fucking kill this guy? Huh? Can we fucking murder him, please? And his fucking friend? Like, seriously, what the... Okay.
All right.
Is it my fucking turn now?
God,
We've been having you go first, so yeah.
It is a
Ding.
it is a player turn. So what
All
do we
right.
got?
So, what I'm gonna do...
Well, we
is,
didn't go. Wait, we didn't go all the way through the whole round, did we?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Oh,
it's not a player turn
Yeah.
yet.
So
then.
it's not
already
Doc's
went.
turn.
I think we
Gotcha.
still have
Okay.
Rainmaker, Strife, and
Jackal.
Jackal.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind that. Yeah.
I like
How
your
about we,
enthusiasm, though.
Yeah, it's just...
I'm
It's time to
ready to
flush it
go.
up. I get it.
I'm ready to go. Any of us are ready to go, I'm sure.
All right, Edquist, who do you pick?
I'm gonna go with my buddy Jackal.
That makes sense. Oh, wait.
Get it.
Before I let my automatic movement resolve, I'm going to use a boost action to go 20 feet up, 10 feet to the side, and then I'm going to use 10 feet of the movement to kind of try to slow myself down in the vertical. Okay.
So 20 feet up, boosting over, like doing a jump, and then you're trying to boost downwards or upwards on the vertical?
Downward.
Downwards.
To slow
Okay.
down my vertical momentum.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna let my automatic movement resolve before I do my next action. Actually,
You're since you've moved, you're going to be that since you've boosted already, that's going to be your movement.
okay, that's fine. I'm going to use an invade attack on this fucker down here.
Alrighty, and you should have good line of sight right there.
7.
That will not do it, however.
Let me just check something. Nope.
Gonna have to do better than that, Jackal.
Yep.
You hear Grimlow saying because he's a dick.
Is it an action to throw the grenade?
I believe we decided that was a quick action to use one of your weapon systems.
It's a range 5. I'm not anywhere in range of anybody.
No.
Well, I guess I'm gonna. That's my turn.
Gorgeous. All right, so go ahead and.
How high up is the flag currently?
It will move. It's still a couple hundred feet up. It's slowly descending. It will be at the top of the round. We'll move it down further. So that said, after
I'm
that,
gonna give it to. Well, when it comes back to player turn, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to Rainmaker.
okay. Beautiful. All right. We're gonna use this guy right here in front of Strife. Let's go ahead and start off with a melee attack against you. As it uses its offhand to proceed to pull out a very large combat knife. Assault. Here we go. Okay. Does a 4 hit?
Probably not.
No, the answer is no. The blade glances off of the armor of Strife, and then it's going to take its main hand and turn, pointing its heavy assault rifle in the direction of Rainmaker, hoping to get a free pop shot at the opposing mech behind it. An 11 coming at you, which I believe will do it. What's your evasion? Ryan.
Is Ryan asleep?
Ryan might be asleep. I didn't realize I bored him so much. I believe that hits. That will be 7 points of damage. Ryan! Which will bring him exactly down to 0, causing him to lose his first structural damage. He rolls a d6. That'll be a 4. I don't believe a 4 is that bad. I really need to make a cheat sheet for these statuses.
Yes.
Actually, there is probably one in tables that I don't know why I'm not using right now. So it'd be much easier than jumping back and forth between all of this bullshit. Statuses. There we go. Gorgeous.
All weapons of one mount or system chosen by him is destroyed.
Okay. So
We'll let him decide that when he
we will
is
let
awake.
him
Just take note of it.
Yeah. Destroy a thing. Okay. Perfect. And that will be this assault mech's turn. All right. So who do we have up next?
Well, I did give it to Ryan, but he's not here, so I'm gonna give it to Strife instead.
I perform percussive maintenance. That's my turn.
Okay.
I'm stunned.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Well, since Ryan's
See,
not back, you'll just have
What
to
you
take his
want
turn
to
for
do, Ben, is you want to flip your toggle, and then you want to use the dongle, and then what you want to do next is you want to flip the breaker. You see?
Spit on it.
Yeah.
Base, you have Ryan's character sheet. None of the rest of us do. So.
Ah, perfect. Gorgeous. All right.
Since Ryan's a bitch.
He is a little bitch. Rainmaker. I don't know if I have access to that one though. Ah, somebody's
That's me.
got the sky collapsing on them. All right, here we go. All right.
Phoenix, adds Amber Alert, LIC 068 Pride, OR 28.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and take this opportunity to use. Let's see. Did he already use his core ability? Core system?
No, but I probably wouldn't use it.
Okay. Well, then I will go ahead and just use his heavy machine gun. And let's try and... Yeah, we need to start clearing some of this shit out of the middle. Let's go ahead and target the one that is up front right there. ¿Qué cosa? Oh, yeah. Okay. So that is D20 minus a D6. Coming at this guy right here in the middle. And that is not good. So despite the raining of that, the bullets will fly wide, missing their mark. And then, let's see, that'll cause him to start gliding back over this way. And fuck it, that will be his turn, because I don't know what other things he wants to destroy. All right. So after that, the assault mechs. This guy is going to go ahead and take this opportunity to take a couple of steps back and be a little bit closer to his buddy here. And it is going to hold its position. All right. Do we have anybody else, or is it top of the round again? Top of the round again. He's
Okay.
gone. Yep. All right. So we are at the top of the round. A lot of these mechs are starting to look broken, wary. Your guys is included. So,
Okay.
with that said, who do we have at the top of the initiative here?
I've got one more use of the special bonus order thing. I get 3 of those dice per, I guess,
Combat?
long rest per combat, essentially.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If you want, just to keep the ball rolling with me at the front.
All right. So what do we got?
Okay, so Doc and Shepard are getting a little pissed off at this kind of bullshit, and he's going to, under his breath, be like, I fucking hate hackers. And he's going to shoot at this guy. Okay, now really quick, I'm just trying to refresh my memory here. If I would, try to shoot and then, drop us, obscure my position as I tried to find cover so I could maybe see about doing some form of maintenance or something?
Mm-hmm.
Would that be something I could do, or would I need, a special kit for that to be a
So
thing?
you can do a stabilize action. It is a full round action.
Okay.
So you can, if you were wanting to do this, use an overcharge. You can overcharge for the round, which will, I believe, affect your next round. But it will give you an additional quick action for you to use this round, and then you can use your full round action to stabilize where you are currently.
Well, I kind of want to pull myself out of the line of fire at the moment.
Okay. So you could use your overcharged action to...
Do you have jets, boost jets?
Well, I wasn't expecting 0G, so I don't think I had those
think you
put
did
on
either.
my guy. So it would be one of those things where I wouldn't jet boost my way up, but I'd maybe try to kind of
Well, you are close
spider
enough.
crawl along the rock or something. Maybe.
Yeah, you are close enough to this rock that you'd be able to just grab a hold of it and try and clear yourself away. So if you want to take you get 2 squares of movement, including this. With this being a 10-foot incline right here, it would be difficult terrain. So it's going to be 1 square is the amount that you can move right there. So you
Okay.
can either try and do that or push off of the rocks and try to go in a general this direction.
And all of these, there's nobody like on top of the rocks that we know of, right?
Correct, that you know of.
Okay. So I think what Bones is going to do here, he's going to just kind of sashay his way back this way a bit.
Okay.
But as he's gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna see if before I move, I'm gonna see about shooting this dude right here, maybe.
Okay. Go ahead and did you wanna? Were you going for the overcharge on this round?
Sure. Why not? Fuck it.
All right. Go ahead and take 1 heat.
Okay. So I
And-
just put 1 in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put 1 in your red. Perfect. And then you get your additional quick action. So.
Okay. So the quick action's like the shooting, and then
Your skirmish. Yep. So go ahead and give me your shot.
Wait, what's an overcharge?
You can overcharge your mech. You incur 1 heat.
And take
And
an
you
extra...
take an additional quick action of your choice as a free action.
I did not know about that. I would have been doing it.
Well,
The next
my-
time you overcharge before you make a full repair, this cost increases to 1d3 heat. The next time, 1d6. Thereafter,
Gotcha.
it's 1d6 plus 3.
Okay. So just a D20 then. I don't get any pluses or nothing, do I? I don't think. Look at my sheets.
I don't believe that you have anything that gives you any sort of bonuses, right?
Yeah.
So,
kind of, but I'm just double checking. Okay.
Yep,
So
so it'd be
1D20.
oof, that will do it. All right, go ahead and roll damage.
That's machine gun. Oh, I'm on the pilot tab. That's the problem. Okay. I've got the weapons. The assault rifle. It's a reliable. Always deals 2 damage. So 1d6. And there's a K/10. So what is that?
Kinetic range 10.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So then, yeah. Rolling my d6. Okay.
Oh. And
Is
thanks
that guy
to the
still shredded?
What?
I was just asking if he was still shredded.
He was still shredded, I believe. The shredding was only for 1 round.
It was to the end of his next turn.
Yeah, correct.
But did he? And he did
I think
go
he's- I
after.
think he's
her.
taking it.
Yeah.
I think he's taking a turn after that because he shot up at EdQuest.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
That said, even with the 1 armor, that will be enough for your hail of bullets to shred this mech. You can see its armor tattered and torn, its muscular, its integrity, its hull's integrity is failing, its musculature torn asunder. You can see beams of light begin to start erupting from this thing as it is going to go critical and explode.
Okay.
That's going to catch that guy in it for sure.
I was actually going to ask about that real quick.
Mhm.
The rock formation we see here,
Yes.
like there, if I used my missile rack, because I think I only used 1 charge of it, I guess. Like I don't know how many rounds that I have to do with that. But if I used my missile rack and targeted those rocks, could I cause like the rocks to fall on that mech and maybe block the path?
If there
here?
was gravity, sure.
Oh, fair point. I forgot. No gravity.
Dan already brought that up.
Yeah, that was Dan's
There's
original.
no gravity.
Yeah, I think I may have stepped away for a minute when he was doing that, so my bad. Okay. Shit. All right.
But if there was gravity, that'd be a great idea.
Wow. Bad day for these guys.
Bad day for us. Fuck those guys.
As the
I don't know. I'm doing okay.
blast catches this other mech in there.
So wait, Doc stole 2 people's shit. Okay,
You can
cool.
see more lights beaming up out of the smoke and explosion, and another burst of nuclear fire bouncing off of this shield. You can see flames just jutting out from this archway. bursting out in front of you guys for a moment before leaving two sunken chunks of metal on the ground.
All right. Okay, so that was my first, I guess, quick action on them, I guess.
That was your first quick action, I believe.
Okay, so my second then, can I use that to do the repair thing, or would I have to do something else?
You can use your full round action to do a stabilize action.
Okay.
You repair and reload.
Right. So I'll do that.
I think the reloading was special for Dan.
No.
It's not. It's you can do a.
Yeah,
Oh,
anybody can do that.
Okay, so what do I do when I repair? Do I go back to full health, or what do I do?
Refill
You
HP
spend.
back.
Yeah, you spend one of your repairs, and then let's go ahead. And I believe
you spend a repair to refill HP to maximum.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
And you can
repair.
reload or end a burn or perform an engineering check that, if successful, you can end a status effect, such as jammed, impaired, locked on, immobilized, or slowed.
Gotcha. Okay.
What weapons do you have with a loading tag?
With the loading tag,
You only have to reload weapons that have the loading tag.
Oh, that would be my missile rack.
Right?
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just kind of pop another tube in the missile rack, and then I put my health back to full then?
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, no. What is my... No, it's 11, no? 14. Okay. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, well, maybe I wasn't going to be that low then. I guess I may have fucked up putting Stace in there if I had 14 health. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, you were
Continue.
calculating your health wrong, but that's what
Yeah,
this practice
that's fine.
round's for.
It's glitch in the simulation.
The best way to do it is when if you're at like 3 and you take 7, just do -7. It'll put you at a negative that you can then use as a subtractor when you go back to full health.
Okay, gotcha.
That's the best way.
That was kind of my thing. As I was doing the full health in my head, then subtracting. I forgot I had 14. Yeah.
Just do it step by step. That way, there's no room for mistake. So, like, if you're at 3, do -7, and then you have -4. Go back to full health, and then do -4.
Okay.
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 And with that will be the end of your turn. All right. At this point, you guys can see a flag descending downward from the sky. It's painted very clearly on your guys' visual HUDs. It's probably about 100 feet up at this point in time and descending rapidly. Not far away from Jackal, but it is still out of reach. After
What's
that,
our objective? Just to get the flag or to take it?
Get the flag, secure the area.
Oh, so we have to kill these guys. Fuck.
Yeah. So, after that, we've got a couple of these assault guys still. I don't... Okay. Jekyll, you were just in range of this guy.
Yeah, and he'd be able to see me now.
Yeah, he sure can. And thanks to Lord Pythagoras, I can hit you. So let's go ahead and take this opportunity to do so. That will be 15 against your evasion. Okay, 7 points of damage coming at you as this thing wings its bullets up in your direction.
Okay, I take a structure damage.
All right. And then we're going to go ahead and go over here and try and get away from your nasty pop shots.
3.
3. Okay. 3 will structure damage. Here we go. 3 system trauma. Parts of your mech are torn off, potentially limbs. All of the weapons on one of your mounts or system chosen by you is
Custom
destroyed.
paint job.
Ooh.
Oh no, not the
As you
paint
can see-
job.
He scratched up my paint.
Yeah, the bullets hail down onto Jackal's form, and
Doesn't Ryan have custom paint job?
I believe he does actually.
So he probably
Got an
doesn't lose
ice
the
cream
weapon.
paint job.
Yeah.
So let's have him just destroy his paint job because that's what it's there for.
Yeah, perfect. And your paint job is ruined. Okay.
I would like
Our-
a turn.
Doc, it's your choice.
Oh, did you give a command to somebody, Doc?
For the moment, no, because I was
Oh,
busy about.
you only have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have 3, so I'm saving it until we get like some.
No, you're good.
Till we've. It seems like we're kind of reaching a stabilizing point right now. We've stemmed the bleeding of dudes coming towards us for the moment.
Yeah,
Because I don't know if Big Zam there can fit through the hole.
that's true. I don't think
So
it.
kick
Well,
the
it might be
hole.
able to. It might be able to. Anyway,
Look at that Big Zam beam.
could I go?
Oh, really? These great characters. I want to
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Big
All
Zam.
right.
Go
So
nuts.
I'm going to full round tech attack. My first attack is a lock on against the guy who just. Yeah.
Oof, yeah.
Now,
Fuck.
your tech
Now wait,
attacking
you were
Roy.
which one were you trying to target?
This guy.
I do not know if you're gonna have line of sight
My
on-
sensor range is 12.
Don't you have to have line of sight on them? Or they just have to
It's
sensor range?
sensors. It's just in sensor range.
Well, fuck. Let me go ahead and double check on that, but yeah, go ahead and roll it for me real quick then.
Okay.
Now, Roy, when your guy tech attacks, do like 2 keyboards pop up and you use them both because you have to hack
Probably.
really hard?
Probably. Anyway, I'm going to.
Are you just doing? You're just doing a quick attack,
I'm doing a full round tech attack.
full round attack. Okay, I'm locking on.
It's just
So he's
2.
locked on it. Don't worry about it because I'm consuming it immediately. So I'm assuming the 16 hits for the invade.
Correct.
He takes 3 heat automatically, and then I'm adding insult to injury or whatever. So he's taking
Yeah, I looked it up.
4 more
It
heat.
just says
Yeah, it does look
choose
like
a target within your sensor range. It doesn't say you have
Yeah.
to have line of sight.
Yeah.
So
no. That's dope.
He takes 7 additional heat on top of the 6 he took last time. He's probably overheated.
The one down here.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that will put him over his threshold.
What happens?
All right. So overheating. This is a good thing for us to learn.
Which is why I did it.
Oh,
Gains 1 reactor stress and then makes an overheating check. Table
Correct.
is on table on 75.
All right. 1d6 per stress. Okay. That's not good.
Immediately shuts down if he's 3 or more.
Yep. Well, he actually does not. Let me double check.
Baloney.
Well, no. I'm not saying that he doesn't shut down. He doesn't have that much stress for his mech, so it could potentially be far worse for him. Let me go ahead and double check here. Assault.
Well, either reactor meltdown at the end of
That's-
his next turn or engineering check. If he's got 1 or 2.
His reactor is going to melt down next turn.
Oh, so he's dead.
Yeah, he's on a fucking time bomb.
Do I have line of sight to this guy?
Yeah.
Would he be within?
I would say so.
Would he be within range 10 diagonally?
Let's see. You are 70 feet up.
60, 70, yeah.
All right, let me
And
go
he's
ahead.
30 feet away, so yeah, he'd be within 10 squares. Because he'd be.
Yeah, he's
he'd be-
9.2.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to overcharge.
Okay.
Take 1 heat. And I'm going to attack with both of my drone nexus lights,
Ooh, okay.
which are smart weapons. So does that mean they auto hit?
It means they go against E defense instead of
Correct.
ability.
Instead of their evasion.
Okay, that's fine. And I roll them separately. Too bad they're not E attacks, but 9 and a 10.
Those will both take it.
Okay. 2 damage and 1 damage.
Okay. And is that heat or
Kinetic.
just regular damage?
It's kinetic damage. And that's all I can do.
Okay. This thing is looking pretty gnarly, but it is still on its feet.
Oh, and uncontrolled movement. I did not move at all this turn.
Correct. Which means you should be touching down on the ground at this point. I believe.
I did push myself downwards, yes.
Correct.
Would I need to roll anything to like try to brace myself against the ground, or?
I don't think so. With you thrusting downward from the arc that you were at,
Perfect.
you'd be moving down at like a 1 square rate, 1 hex rate. So then after that,
I straight up murked a guy with tech attacks.
you did. You really did. Well, this guy could really use. Alright, so Salt Max 6, which is looking super bad right now, is going to go ahead and use this opportunity to try and barrage once again on Strife. Let's go ahead and start off with that not so trusty combat knife, which will find purchase.
Yeah,
Okay,
that hits.
that hits.
Even a
Alright.
broken clock strikes true twice a day. And he's definitely a broken fucking clock.
He's definitely broken clock. Alright, so you're going to take 5 points of damage. And tell you what, he's going to reach over his stabbing arm with his rifle and try and use it to brace himself as he's going to take a shot up here at Jackal.
Bitch.
Yeah, get fucking pitied.
Does he not take any? Can he not react to him shooting while he's in front of him? That'd be great.
No.
Nah,
Overall,
that'll be a
just-
10.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
That'll hit. That'll be 7 points of damage.
My evasion is 8.
That's no bueno. Ooh, you're not looking so good.
No.
All right.
No, I'm not.
Player turn. Jackal, who's up next?
We kind of need to deal with the guy near us, so Strife, I'll let you go.
Hey, Base, real quick. Can I tell what kind of weapons Big Boy's carrying?
We'd have to scan him.
You would have to scan him, but yes, you could do that.
I can do that next turn if you guys want me to. Although I'd have to get in range.
I mean, it's.
If I scan him, I would know what weapons he's carrying and like all kinds of shit.
Couldn't I just look and see? Oh, he's carrying a massive, like a cannon.
No, because he hasn't fired it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could see that he has weapons attached to him, but
Okay.
He's got a cannon for an arm.
If I scan it, I can know its HP, speed, evasion, armor, etc. Weapons in systems.
Yeah.
I basically just get its stat sheet.
Correct. Okay.
Alright,
So who's up next?
I'm gonna barrage.
Barrage. All right. Make do work.
My heavy blade.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay, so that's 7 kinetic.
Okay.
And then charge blade. Nope. I will.
He is impaired.
So I'm guessing these guys have 1 reactor and 2 structure.
I will overcharge.
Oh, is this your second overcharge? Ooh, risky.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's
Well,
not.
bold play, but I like it.
We have 6 heat, so we can. Our first 2 are basically free.
That's true. Well, unless enemies start overheating you somehow.
Yep.
Yeah, they can start throwing tech shit at you. But anyway,
These guys don't seem to have the capability.
Heavy melee.
Smack him!
ooh, that will do it.
Kill this fucker! Put him in the ground! Or send him like a baseball bat into the guy who's about
Fuck
to explode.
his
9
life
kinetic.
up. That will drop him to 0.
You might want, with the momentum of hitting him with your melee weapon, could that like depart you guys? Because you know you don't want to be next to him when you blow up. When he blows up,
I still have that 2 movement.
you can't move though.
I can
He
kick
was-
off of him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. And at this point in time, you can see the beams of light once again erupt out of this thing before it gets consumed.
And this guy's shut down as well, isn't he?
Not shut down.
He's
Just that, like he's on the verge of having a nuclear meltdown.
At the end of his next turn, he's going to melt down.
Right.
Ah,
So
but he's
gets
still
1
online.
more attack.
Correct. Okay.
He should probably eject if this was a real person. But it's not.
But it's a simulation. Okay.
Or is it?
Or is it?
I
Anything
don't think
else?
they'd let us murder a bunch of their soldiers. Let's be real here.
Prisoners.
Yeah, I was about to say it's probably convicted felons.
Okay.
You just paid for your next hop. Finish
Oh,
the
shit, is our
job.
company run by Eric Prince?
I mean, I'm imagining like a combination
No,
of
it's
Hanson,
just
Jack,
run by
and...
Prince.
Oh, Prince. It's actually just a symbol. That's our company name.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you should see his mech, the Purple Rainmaker.
Oh my god. Darling Nikki.
Or his little red Corvette.
God damn it.
Why are you in such a shitty position, Dynamite?
I like to think of myself as being in a great position. And also, listen, I fucked up both of my big shots last round. Let me have this.
Yeah, no, that's fair. All right, this one's gonna come up and just hunker down on the road and sit. All right.
Do we know
Who
anything
else?
about this
Yeah.
shield yet? Has anyone shot at it?
Dan shot at it once to no real avail.
Okay.
One of his ordnances hit it, and while he was trying to shoot one of the other assault mechs, and he rolled garbage, and the explosives basically exploded on impact with the shield.
Interesting.
Yeah, also, this thing exploded and did no damage to the shield as well.
Oh, yep, that's true.
Correct. All right,
I have to
you're
go
up
to I have to go to the restroom again. So.
to. We do have another player turn up at this point.
Mine's going to be kind of boring, so if you want to go first, Dan, you can. It's up to you.
I don't know if yours is boring. You might want to do yours.
All right.
kind of force big boy to move. I have an
So
idea.
I'm gonna overcharge to boost straight down to stop my descent at 80 feet.
Okay.
I mean my ascent.
Yeah.
My ascent. And then I'm going to repair, full repair.
Okay.
And reload my anti-material gun.
Beautiful. Okay. All right, big boy. Oh, it's probably time for big boy to start making a move. Yeah, let's go ahead and use a quick action. You can see the little blue emitter, or the large blue emitter, rather, on the top of this thing's frame begins to shimmer out, the shielding phasing away. And it seems like it is no longer immobilized. Sure. As it is going to go ahead and go 1, 2. Yeah, that seems fine. Are you in range? You're just in range, but you are also in cover, so that'll help some. This thing is going to go ahead and turn its hulking body towards Dynamite's given area, and it is going to attempt to light up Dynamite. It will be taking things and stuff for its difficulty. Ooh, all right.
Sweet merciful shit.
Well,
It's
so
not a critical, though.
It's not a critical though, so we are blessed there. So you will be taking
Hey, Dan. Small miracles.
So you can see that it launches out a bright blast with this light laser cannon. You're going to take 2 energy damage as this blast slams through the rock, shattering part of it and colliding into your armor and frame. And you can feel the heat radiating off of this thing. Your Coyote 13, you begin to just start pulling sweat. And you are going to take 3 burn. 3 burn. Let's go ahead and...
So burn, is that just heat damage, or is that separate from heat overheat?
Burn X, whenever a weapon applies burn, in this case 3, to a target, stacking with any other source of burn. A target takes damage equal to the burn applied immediately, ignoring armor. So you will take an additional 3 points of damage. And then at the end of its turn, an affected target can pass an engineering skill check to try and clear itself of the burn. Otherwise, it takes damage equal to its total current burn. So if you fail an engineering check at the end of your round, you will take an additional 3 points of damage. And this, not that it matters right now, bypasses armor.
Okay, so I took the 2 from the laser and the 3 from the burn, and if I
Correct.
fail my engineering check next
Correct.
turn,
You're taking another 3. Yeah.
Okay, I got a plan.
It's just
I got a
not
plan.
going.
I got a plan.
The end of its turn. Okay. Okay.
And one of those free things you can do, like the
Yeah, I
like
saw.
loading with the stabilize. Yeah, you can end a burn.
Okay. So that was an action. That was an action. It had moved. Okay. And that will be the big guy's turn. Let's see. I think we still have a couple of players still, as these guys are becoming thinned out rather quickly at this point.
Dynamite and Rainmaker.
I got
Dynamite and Rainmaker.
this. Okay. Yeah, I'll run. I'll go. So I'm going to do another stabilize. Spend another repair to bring my hit points back to full.
Okay.
And for the second part, I'm going to reload and end all burn because I have the, I think I have a pilot skill where I can do, yep, machine bond. You can choose 2 options from the second list when you take stabilize action instead of 1.
Beautiful.
So no more fire, and I'm reloaded. Then I'm going to overcharge, take the heat, and let's see, perk up with my AMR, load up, oh, okay. So, real quick, is this assault mech considered adjacent to the big boy?
Yes, it would be.
Cool. I'm going to load up a shock round into the AMR.
Okay.
15 plus a D6 for accurate.
Okay.
For 18.
18 will definitely hit.
Okay. It's going to be... since I loaded a shock round, that changes that to energy damage. So it does 8 energy damage, and this guy takes 3 damage. No attack required.
Oh, okay, okay. And you were targeting initially the big boy, right?
Correct. Big boy took 8 energy.
Okay, okay.
And I think that's my second or third special ammo. Second, I think I might have used one last time.
That is a gnarly hit on this guy. All right.
And then I'm going to crouch back down behind my rock.
Okay. And then we have Rainmaker. Ryan, are you alive yet? No? Cool.
Roy needs to drive over to his house and punch him in the dick.
I guess. I'm considering just taking a pop shot at Roy with Rainmaker, but let's go ahead and how close is this guy? 9 hexes. Beautiful. All right, Rainmaker is going to go ahead and take this opportunity to use his heavy machine gun again, because why not? And we are going to pop a shot at that assault mech down there towards the south.
I probably would have called out through my comms that he was gonna go critical, and I wouldn't worry about him.
Too bad. 9. So this guy is triple dead. Preemptively, you can see lights sputter out of this thing, and once again, the mech explodes into a fiery ball of death. And that should put us up at the top of the round. As the waves begin to clear and thin, this you are dead. You get an X now.
Oh, did the shield shrink?
The shield is technically not active right now. I just put a 0 in there. Okay. So flag is quickly descending, now nearing closer to 50 feet above the top tier of the platform. all that remains from the initial horde of mechs that had poured into this simulation is a single assault mech and the giant Aegis. Start back off at the top of the round. Who goes first?
Okay.
Doc, if you give me an order to scan the big guy, it would not guarantee, but almost guarantee that the scan would go off.
Thought he was out of the orders.
He has
I have one left.
Just one left.
So, all right.
Because there's no sense in me grabbing the flag before they're dealt with.
Okay. So, I'll kind of just give the general PTFO order to everybody, like get ready to grab the flag, but I'll give my die order to Jackal, be like, pick apart that Aegis, find its weak spot, or whatever your scan does for it.
Find a weak spot's perfect.
Yep. And then to get to the flag, I'm going to try and kick/propel my mech this way. If I could get show a line here. Where's my line here? Yeah. Just go about there-ish. Anti-grav move, or however far that is.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Throw yourself? Or?
Well, kind of like kick off the rock and
Okay.
fly towards where the flag is going.
Do you have boosters?
Well, I was going to use the force of like my mech just kind of pushing off the rock, so it wouldn't be flying. It'd be more like just kind of.
That
Right,
rock
falling
is
with
70
style.
feet straight.
Yeah.
Well, so without thrusters or anything like that, you have a maximum movement of 2. So kicking off the rocks, you would be able to
Okay.
do that, but you would just be moving at a pace of 2. 2
So I'd be
squares.
like there-ish.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, then I'll try to, I guess, clamber up onto this,
Okay.
and then just kind of start trying to slowly move towards the flag, I guess, in 0G.
Okay.
If I'm just walking, is my speed any different, or is it?
So with you climbing up over this, you're only going to be able to get to right there. But that said, since you push yourself up and off of this, you would be moving upward essentially and towards the upper plateau at a rate of one hex per turn. So approximately
Okay.
10 feet per turn.
Okay. And I guess that's all I can do.
Okay. All right. Let's. Oh. Well, the only way we're gonna get that thing through here is by getting this guy out of the way. Fuck. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, you guys all look pretty tasty. Let's go ahead and roll a dice for it again. 1 is Dan, 2 is Spectre, and 3 is Doc. Doc.
It's always Doc.
Lucky
Always.
as ever.
That's keeping it alive, man.
All right.
My reputation is
that'll be a
lucky squire in
9.
this group.
Ooh, that might miss.
Might miss.
That's versus my
Evasion.
armor
Evasion.
or evasion.
Correct.
My evasion is a 10.
Oh, the shot misses. As its comrades have been falling down, this simulated mech seems to have lost some of its nerve. And that will be its turn. So, who wants to go next? Chris, who do we got?
Jackal.
All right.
Scan that boy.
So, how does vertical height affect range? Like, how far am I from the corner of this thing right now, range-wise?
Do you not know the Pythagorean theorem?
I can't do it in my head. I can't do
This is
anything in my
fucked,
head.
Okay, so what are you? You are 70 feet up.
And then
And
40 feet away.
okay. Okay. So.
And I have a range of 60 feet.
All right.
Math is not my strong point.
Preach.
All right. So you're gonna be looking at 8 squares or hexes away currently.
8 hexes?
8 hexes.
Oh, that's just 40 feet. That's the regular distance.
Oh, that's not.
That's the bottom.
How big are these hexes?
5 feet. Calculate it in feet. I'm 40 feet away and 70 feet up.
That should be 80 then. I'm just moving the decimal over 1.
Then it's 16 squares away. He's 16 hexes away.
Okay.
So that means that I can boost 1, 2, 3, 4, and now it should be 12 hexes away. Math.
Yes.
So it is now within my sensor range. So I'm going to use, that was a boost, and now I'm going to use a quick tech attack to scan. So 1d4
right, go ahead and
plus 2 plus 1d6. Oh! 9?
As you try and scan over this thing, you can your mech begins to start displaying all sorts of firewalls, and you can see all sorts of countermeasures being broadcasted towards your into your mech.
That is
This
an
thing
unfortunate
seems
roll.
pretty impenetrable.
I am going to do that thing where I roll 1d3 heat, and I take 3 heat, and I'm going to try to scan it again without the bonus for 10.
Okay. A 10 will just make it.
Whew.
All right. This thing has a hull of 0, agility of -2, +2 to systems, +2 to engineering, 14 HP, 7 evasion, 10 E defense.
Whoa,
10
time
hate.
out. 7 evasion.
Here, let me go ahead and.
No, I'm
just-
writing it down as you say it.
Okay. 7 evasion, 10 E defense, heat capacity of 10. You also get to learn what else about it?
I get to know
Armor
its
speed, sensor size.
armor,
Okay.
its weapons, and systems.
Okay. It has a 2 armor, 3 speed. It seems its main cannon is a light laser cannon. And it's seems to have a shield system, which is some sort of defensive net that would increase the difficulty of any shots that are fired into it. It seems like it can turn these defenses on and off at will.
And so the only weapon it has is the light laser.
Seems to be the case, yes.
And it has
Or,
14...
yes, that is the case.
Oh, how much hull does it have?
And it's 0.
Or structure, I mean.
0?
It has 0 structure?
Yeah, you get 1 structure per hull, right?
I don't know.
I don't think that's
players
based off
start
other
with
things.
4 structure, but NPCs and players are different.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this thing only has 0. It gets
So-
1 life.
So if we use all 14 of its health, it doesn't get any additional...
Correct.
Okay.
It has more shield and more armor, so it's generally speaking harder to take out.
Gotcha. Okay. I will relay that in in-game terms to the rest of the team. And that's my entire turn, because that was everything I could do.
Okay. You guys are getting close.
I am in a pretty secure area right now, though.
For now. Well, let's go ahead and on my turn, use this chance to go ahead and fire those shields back up as it entrenches itself back into the ground. And then we will go ahead and use the other quick action to fire its light lasers out to, or in the direction of dynamite once again. 2. That is a 20.
Good. That's fine.
Right, so you will take 5 points of damage there, and additional 3 points of damage for the burn. And now we have a fat stack of players. So,
Oh boy.
go forth and do work. We're almost there. I'm sorry, this took a little bit longer than I was anticipating.
Oh no, we're good.
Oh, no, dude, you're
we
cool.
should
You're
be
cool.
able to finish this encounter today,
We'll be able to finish this encounter today.
and then we get to graduate to the big boy leagues.
And then we go to the big boy leagues.
So let's finish episode 0.5B strong.
0.5 side B. Thank you. We do this on Betamax cassettes.
All right, so who do we have up next?
I honestly don't care. Dynamite,
I'll go.
go for it.
Yeah, I'll go.
Got an assault mech that's making its way up here, and the Aegis seems to have activated shields once again.
Yeah, not worried about that guy right now. I'm going to go and do a barrage against the assault mech
Okay.
with my thermal rifle. So first shot, 15
Oh, yeah.
for 4 armor piercing damage. And second shot, ugh. I don't like that.
Second shot will not do it.
Shit. And then I'm going to do the heat thing.
The overcharge?
Yeah, overcharge for 1d3.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Damn it. I'll just roll a d6 and have it.
I don't think that's how that works.
Okay, so 2 heat. And fuck it. Thermal rifle again.
All right, get in there.
Fucking hell.
Ugh. Yours is really bad at this game. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to duck back down and quietly weep.
Just
But
take a
you
long
forget to-
pull from your flask.
Oh, I've
Forget
got
to-
an IV drip going right now, man.
Ooh, fuck. So we're going full on self-destruct with the alcoholism. I dig it.
You guys can hear the gentle sounds of sobbing through the intercoms on your
Hey.
mechs.
Do you guys hear
And-
Amy Winehouse?
So an engineering check, is that just a flat d20?
Yeah, and you have to roll above a 10.
Okay,
If
I
you
have
have
a
any
one-
engineering, then you yeah. So if you get an engineering, I'll roll add that to it.
Gotcha.
Take an additional 3 points of burn damage.
God damn it.
Nice hate you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I can't help but actually feel bad.
This is
This is a nice change of pace.
This is karma, I think.
Shitting on balls. All right.
It's fine. That's fine. Just keep in mind, next time, I'm running the game, and I'm pretty sure I will not have these rolls.
I hope you keep these rolls forever.
Because then you and I would be evenly matched, Dan.
Yeah, but then Savile would be like God tier.
Okay. All right. So we had Doc up, Jackal up, Dynamite up. We still have Strife, Spectre, and Rainmaker.
Oh, I just, mine's really simple. I quietly went ahead and did my turn. I'm moving up and diagonal, and I'm stabilizing.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
All right, Spectre.
So Dan, were you hitting this guy with damage or with heat? Or were you even attacking this one at all?
Damage.
Damage.
Okay. All right. Well, then I will barrage it with.
Yeah, I'm the
my-
only person who can really hit with heat.
Well, I can too. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah,
But
we need to work together against. If this thing only has 10 heat,
well, it already took 8 damage, though. So
that's
it's got
true.
less.
Oh yeah, no, it's almost fucked.
Well, 6 damage. It's got 2 armor. I don't know how it affects armor. Anyway. So I'm going to use my anti.
Oh yeah, that's 2 armor.
Material gun on this guy.
All right, let's see that beautiful bean footage.
Why is it not rolling?
I don't know. Why isn't it rolling?
That's-
8
it's-
will just do it.
Okay. Okay. Well, it is an accurate weapon, so I do get another 6, but it doesn't really matter. So it does 2d6 damage. 5.
Oh, it is looking really bad, but it is still on its feet. Smoke whirling out. You can see different gears and locking up, and sparks flying off of its hull.
And then I'm gonna try and strike it with my 2 light drones. So first one.
That'll do it. That will not. And how many damages is that?
3. Well, 1d3.
1d3. All right. Are you gonna? There we go. Doing great.
I am excellent at. What the? Isn't it?
It's /R, not r/.
That's what I did, but then it told me there was a problem with my formula.
Well,
You might not have spaced after
fucking
R.
wrong.
1.
Your drone flies out. You can see a precision bullet round fly through the air, marking this thing and destroying it. See fire and fury erupt out of it, narrowly missing Dynamite, leaving you guys alone with the Aegis. Rainmaker is gonna go ahead and try and boost jet over here. And yeah, sure. We'll have him boost a little bit faster, actually. Try and careen into that rock, stop him, and get a line of sight on this guy. Alright, so back to the top of the round. At this point, the flag careens into the ground, slamming into the top of the plateau, dust and sand spiraling up into the air. And as it begins to start settling, you can see a flag waving. On it, the emblem of the Baal Olympus Mega Corporation.
Before the round goes through, Jackal's gonna say, Doc, do you want me to use my turn to attack the giant fucker or go for the flag?
Okay. Really quick.
By
You said
turn, I
your
mean
mech-
time.
Yeah, I get you. Do you? All right. Here's what Doc will do. Doc is just going to say, "We'll lay down cover. Jackal, Dynamite, you go for the flag. Spectre, Rainmaker, Strife." Yeah, I was looking for. I didn't see yours on here, so actually, I'll tell you what. Since Strife, you're kind of closer, we'll change it up. Jackal and Strife go for the flag. Dynamite, Rainmaker, and Spectre draw fire from the Big Mac with me. That's what we'll do. That's what he's gonna say, and then I'm trying to get like the elevate. Like, is it possible for me to like walk through the shield and get into his thing here, or?
You're certainly welcome to try.
Okay, because I know I'm still kind of like floating upwards a little bit.
You are still indeed floating upwards a little bit, currently at the rate of 1 square per turn, which means it would take you another couple of turns to get upwards to there.
Okay.
Unless you get over the wall and start climbing up.
That's kind of what I was going to try to do, is use the wall and just like kind of have my mech pull itself, like army crawl style, essentially, across the thing, just using its arms.
Okay. Since there's no gravity, there would be no difficult terrain, I suppose, for this, as you're just kind of pushing yourself upward and along. So you would be able to push yourself up towards the ridge of this plateau, just being able to crest it at this point in time, since we're only moving at 2 squares.
So I'd be about where I'm at currently?
Correct. You are at the, like, your head is poking up over the plateau at this point. You can see some of the shield phasing through a little bit of the bridge in front of you, bubbling and doming around the Aegis mech down on the ground below.
All right, so I know my guy has the Guardian feature, I think, for the pilot thing. If I use covering fire, is that something that works for mechs or just the pilots?
I'm sorry, if you use covering fire, does it what?
Yeah, is it a pilot only thing, or does it work in mechs too?
I believe that mech works in mechs as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna get up there and I'm just gonna
Guardian.
start laying down covering fire.
Fire. Yeah, that totally works with your mech.
Okay, so any attacks that the Aegis makes will have +1 difficulty. And once before the start of my next turn, if that target makes a move that carries it more than 1 space, it immediately ends this effect, but I can attack it as a reaction with a heavy ranged weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sexual. All right.
I think that's about all I can do. I mean, I was going to try and do something with like maybe firing my missile pod or something and try and propel me the extra distance so I can get a little closer, but I'm just going to kind of grab onto the rock and fire my gun one-handed, just trying to suppress it or draw its attention up at me so we can get the flag.
Okay. I really don't want to drop the shield at this point. Let's go ahead and... You're out of range. You're not. You're out of the range, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Alright. I'd really hate to give up that shield right now, so... Dynamite. You seem like you would really enjoy another laser blast.
You would think so.
One would assume.
Doesn't he have light cover?
Yeah, I have cover.
Oh
and
shit,
the
you do
difficulty
have
from
light
Doc.
cover. You have cover.
Now, it does also take a +1 difficulty, the Aegis, for whatever he's going to do. So.
Oh yeah, well, I can roll again, but I don't think that he's going to roll any worse than a -6 to his roll. So with a 5, that's going to eat a whole lot of rock.
I'm just
And
gonna stand up and yell, "Yeah, fuck your face!"
go fuck yourself. Well, that's
Pickle
the-
Rick!
Pickle Rick. All right. That'll be the Aegis' turn. Enjoying his bubble and shooting lasers.
I can go grab the flag now if you want.
Yep.
All right, so take my turn, boost 4 squares to where the flag is, and capture it.
Okay.
Does anything happen when I grab it?
It's big and cold and feels like a hard rod.
Shaft.
Okay. Do I know anything about where am I supposed to take it somewhere, or?
You just hold on to it and don't lose it, basically.
Well, then I'm going to move. I'm going to use my second action to boost back to where I was.
You can't do the same action twice.
I can't boost twice?
Nope.
Not unless you utilize a free action.
Ah, baloney. Is there anything I can do?
You look like you could
Well, I used
try
my
and overcharge.
quick action.
And
Yeah, no, fucking overcharge right now.
should have overcharged to grab that and then stabilized.
You can lock on.
I'm not in range.
Yeah, he's out of range.
Really?
Oh yeah, my range is 12, and
He's also 70
Oh,
feet up.
yeah, that's
there.
right. That's right.
Well, I don't even think I can overcharge because I would gain too much heat.
Ah, there are worse things.
Oh,
Anyway,
I'm going to. This is gonna sound.
You can shut down to clear heat.
I was actually thinking I could shut down my mech to exhaust all my heat, but then I have to use a full round action next turn to turn it back on.
Boot is a quick,
Oh, it's boot is a quick. What?
I think.
Start your mech in safe mode.
It takes a quick action. No, that's
No,
not.
it's just a full action.
Oh, it is a full action.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm actually not going to do that. Oh, I can reinforce, can't I?
You need to reinstall DOS on your mech there, Roy.
Just before I end my turn, let me just double check what all the quick actions are. Skirmish boost, ram, grapple, quick tech, hide. Oh, I have cover. Yeah, I'll just hide.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Beautiful.
Base question for you. How much, with the zero gravity, how much lift can I get from a rocket jump? Just want
Team
to...
Fortress 2 rocket jump.
Yeah, I mean, I've got an RPG. It's loaded. What kind of boost can I
That's
get
why they
going?
call it a zoo.
just curious.
Well, that is an excellent question. What is the blast radius on the set explosion that you'd be using
Blast
for a
2.
rocket jump? Blast 2.
You're gonna take an ouchie.
I would say that you'd probably be able to propel yourself about 6 squares or so. Boost
Okay.
with a 2. Yeah.
All right, good to know.
Okay. So, Jackal.
That's
Who's up next?
my full turn. So, let's just give it to Strife so that he can get his turn out of the way real quick because he's probably not doing too much.
That's a shitty thing to say.
Whoa! No, it's not.
All right. So do I get a momentum? Free move from the momentum going
No,
up.
you only if you don't use your boosters do you get a free movement.
Okay. Well, I'm going to boost diagonally up,
All right.
and I think that'll be it.
All right. So we've got Spectre, Rainmaker, and Dynamite still, correct?
Yep.
Okay, which Ben, who's up next?
Spectre, I guess.
All right, Spectre. What do we got?
So I'm going to overcharge again to boost forward. 2, 3, 4.
If this is your second overcharge, it's actually 1d3.
I healed in between, so it's not.
I don't think that you
You have
guys
to
have done a
reset your
full
heat
repair.
counter.
Yeah, it's whenever you. It's at the end of.
Yeah, there's a difference between stabilizing and doing a
Full repair.
A full repair. A full repair is like a rest, like a long rest.
So how many times have you overcharged? Once or twice? Is this your second overcharge or your third?
This
This will be his third.
The
Because he
third
did a
is
1d3 last time.
So third is a 1d6.
It's my second time. It's
Okay.
only 2.
Well, you didn't answer.
Okay.
I
one
was
heat.
rolling.
He was?
I did already. That is what I gave myself before. So it was all a moot point, but whatever.
So you boost
Uh,
forward.
Yes. Can I, with the arc I'm at 80 feet up, can I hit this thing diagonally where it is?
Yeah, we'll say that you should be able to see just over the bridge there. You've got like a good 10 feet over the bridge from where the base of your feet is. So yeah, you should be able to see that.
Okie dokie. Then I will fire all 3 of my drones.
What's their range?
Drone barrage, 10 squares.
That might.
Me.
I mean, I'm assuming because 80 feet up and 80 feet away would be an 80-foot diagonal arc. So this is less than that, so it should still be able to hit.
It's 85 foot. So what is that divided by 5? 17 squares. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
What do you? No, you have to.
That doesn't. No, I didn't do that right. You have to cube it first. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do the square root of it first.
And then divide that by 5. 8 squares.
It should
yeah.
be. Yeah,
You're
you're
8
good.
squares away.
Okay. So first the Hunter Seeker drone.
That'll hit.
I should
Oh,
create
hang on. I'm sorry. You should also be rolling at a.
1 disadvantage.
No, I believe it's. Disadvantage.
Oh, with the shield, right?
Yeah, with the shield.
But the good news is this a physical attack?
It is, but it still targets. It targets E defense. Though,
Oh,
so
his
it's
E defense is
still higher
10,
defense.
so you still hit.
Yes, you will.
His E defense is higher than his regular defense.
Yeah, I know.
Oh boy.
But that's all I have. I used my all I have is drones, so
You're fine.
because I used my other thing used to reload. Okay, so damage 1. Great.
Hot.
My other drone.
Somebody's fingering their mic.
Is
Minus. Roll 2d6 for difficulty.
2d6 for difficulty?
Yeah.
You said? Okay.
Yeah.
It's 11, so it still hits anyway.
It'd be just this. Yeah, 11. So that'll hit.
So that's 2 damage, and then the other light drone. So it has. Yeah, I'm not even doing any damage to it.
Oh shit!
So 14. Oh, I did a whole 1 damage.
Oh yeah! Do fucking work. All right, you see your drones buzz around, shooting out blasts. Some of them getting deflected by the energy shield that is around the Aegis. Some of them seemingly hitting the Aegis but having no effect. One of them manages to leave a small scorch mark It seems to have found a small vital place, doing a little bit of damage to it. Who's next? I think we've got Dynamite and Rainmakers.
Dynamite.
I'll go. Okay, I'm going to once again stabilize, spend my third, 3 out of third repair to get back up to full health, and end the burn.
Good call.
And additionally reload.
And
then you know what? Fuck it. I'll do my third overcharge for one more heat. We're going to load up an armor-piercing round into my AMR.
Okay.
Let me just make sure I'm. Yep. And we are going to fire that fucker.
All right.
20, and I get to roll an extra d6 because it's accurate. Or does
So
that negate
just
one of
roll.
your...
Yeah, so it just negates one of my dice. So roll a d6 and then subtract that from your roll.
So 8.
4 and 8.
It's
That will just hit.
For 10 armor-piercing damage.
I think it's at 3 HP.
Nope, that's armor piercing.
Yep.
What's it like whenever you destroy this motherfucker?
It is... I don't know, man. I've been missing all damn time. It's about... You know what it is? The buzz finally kicked in. Like, oh... I turned off
That's
my
what
targeting
that
computer.
is. No,
No, you turned it on.
Yeah, if you finally turn on your targeting system.
That's what I've been...
You drop your...
I got this,
You
guys.
dropped
I'm
Hang on,
turning
hang
off
on.
my targeting computer. Turns it on. Oh,
You drop your flask and it lands on one of the control panels, finally turning your targeting system
Oh,
on.
that's what that button does.
Oh! And then
Oh.
the round lobs off, piercing through the shield, the metal flesh of the giant mech. And suddenly, white lights beam out in every direction, and it's engulfed in a mighty inferno. The shield dissipates. The charred, molten mass of mech falls to the ground. Jackal, you stand triumphantly above with the flag still in hand.
And then gravity turns on.
And gravity turns on.
Hey guys, I think I got him.
Spectre falls 80 feet out of the sky.
Yep. Gravity turns on, and you guys suddenly feel the weight of the world come crashing down upon you. And as quickly as the sand had entered this place, you feel a rumbling around you. The sand seems to slowly dissipate. The structures, the plateaus, the archways seem to come grinding down until the room very quickly returns to its white, very large boxen state. You can hear a voice come over the intercoms. Huh. All right, you got lucky and proved me wrong. Get yourselves cleaned up. We've got graduation. Then we're shipping you off this lousy bucket. Good riddance, Scammer Squadron.
Woohoo!
Is the
Drinks
flag
on
out of
me!
my hand?
Yeah, the flag as you come, coming down with the archway. By
Yeah.
the time...
I'm assuming my boosters would have time to kick on and slow me down.
Right.
Spectre, you have boosters too, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Strife, you have
That's
boosters?
going up.
Okay. Doc's the only one who's actually falling.
He was holding on to the plateaus.
And then he disappeared.
Well, they sank into the ground.
Oh,
They
okay.
didn't just up and disappear.
That lucky bastard.
Right.
Would have been way funnier.
Yeah, it would have been much funnier. Should have been. But yeah. So you guys find yourselves this empty room, the threshold off in the corner, along with the extending railway that led out to your guys' mechs, juts out from the wall. You can see another small hatch open up as some of those trolleys for the mechs make their way in. And that is where we will leave off today's session.
Rock
Next-
on, man.
Well,
Next
solid
back
work.
at just the right time.
Next time, we will kick it off with graduation, and then we will be shipping you off to meet up with your old friend, Hroth Beogar, in the Benga Nu Sector, where you will begin your work as part of the as full-fledged Lancers, as part of the Grendel Retrieval Division. So,
Bitchin'.
So real quick, as we're walking, as our mechs are making their way back to the trolleys, I'm gonna glance over at Anubis. Just, hey, you're kind of fucked up, man.
I feel fine, actually. I grabbed the flag. Anubis is fine. Obviously, Anubis, how are you feeling? Oh wait. We still have our mechs, right? Or are we
Yeah,
are we out
yeah.
of our mechs?
you guys are still in your mechs. Tis
Like,
but a
Anubis, how are you feeling? Yeah.
Tis but a scratch, a flesh wound. This one has seen better days, but many worse.
Very cool.
Sounds about right.
Yep, as we're walking out, Shepard says, "Excellent work, guys. Came through in the clutch. It was pretty hairy in there. Now remember, your dress blues are the ones that are, in the bags that you never wear. Yeah, that's it. Blue color. You got it, Dynamite. Drink some more."
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna drink so much I can see colors again.
Just
Okay.
try not to make a scene, guys. We have to graduate. That's all I ask.
Okay.
So with that, likes, dislikes, and most importantly, do you guys feel more comfortable with the combat in this game so far?
Well, considering our first game was 3 hours long and we did a single round, and our second game was 3 hours long and we did like 4 or 5 rounds, I think
Yeah.
we got the hang of it.
I feel much more comfortable with it myself, and it seems like as we had progressed through, you guys all seem like you've definitely been getting the hang of it. And we did, I mean, we touched on quite a few bases throughout the course of all of this, be it, heat and physical damage, all sorts of accuracy and difficulties.
I wanted to focus
Whole-
down and do tech attacks against that one mech the entire time just to test out overheating.
No, and that was fantastic. I'm glad that you did that.
I mean, I have no real gripes about this. It was a little easier to kind of comprehend. I think it's mostly just because I haven't had time to sit down and really memorize the tables or whatever. But the action economy thing, like, I just need to get that down for myself. Like, that's just something I need to learn.
Let's see. If you take a look at the action, quick tab, the pilot's guide to actions, that should have a pretty quick rundown. I am going to also try and make some more player resources for you guys, including different status effects and what those do, and some more things that I've found handy, and I'm probably going to make some more toys for myself because I really like having sheets that are...
Once all the player resources that we need are available in that tab, things will smooth out quite a bit.
Yeah, I agree entirely. So I will be working on adding some more of those on. But overall, I know it was obviously a exclusively combat session. But what were your guys' likes, dislikes? Were you getting nervous at any point in time?
I fully expected... I mean, Doc had to roll against dying.
Yeah, that's true. That was a scary second.
Well, see, that was scary, but you have to remember, it's me we're talking about. I'm used to doing this
Well,
shit.
I also had to roll against dying. I just happened to roll a 4. You rolled like a 2. Or a 1, actually. It was a 1.
But that's actually one thing I was gonna gripe about. That feels way too easy to get fucked. Like, yeah, it's a natural 1, but it's a 1 in 6. Like, it makes a lot more sense when it's like a 1 in 10 or a 1 in 20.
Yeah.
Or at least
well,
when it's your second or third point of structure that's gone.
Well, see, it is your second or third point of structure by that point in time.
Oh, okay. That's just,
But both, well, I mean, also just losing a turn, just because you rolled a 1. Again, a 1 in 6. So you're spending a turn doing absolutely nothing, which isn't really all that fun for players.
That's
I mean, yeah, I completely agree with that. Like, being stunned sucks, but that being said, I've, had to deal with that as Corrin as well, or,
Yeah.
like, other characters that I've played as. Like, being stunned sucks, but I mean,
you
you're
could
still stunned.
probably build against, like, give yourself more health, and you're less likely to be physically stunned.
Yeah.
Hide behind
Yeah,
cover more, and you're less likely to get hit. Stuff like that.
correct. There are definitely ways to go about trying to, obviously help to offset that. And again, that's usually only after you guys have gotten through your second point of hole anyway, or you're on your second point of hole after you've burnt through one of them. And if you guys do accrue more structure, then you'll be less likely to run into that. Well, you'll run into the stun, but less likely to run into the, like, check or be destroyed, or your mech is destroyed.
so I have a question about burn damage. Does that stack?
Burn damage can stack.
Okay, so it's a really good
Burn
thing
damage,
I cleared that then.
Yeah, it's good that you cleared that. Yeah, burn damage can be super awful.
Yeah, my character, if I consume a lock-on, it does 3 burn damage automatically. And if I were to use that lock-on to invade, that's 1d3 just by invading. And if I push it even harder, that's an additional d3. So I could put 9 burn on one person. And I'm assuming there are robots that can do similar.
9
Oh, yeah.
burn or 9 or 9.
Well, I think you're doing heat.
Oh,
right?
9 heat, sorry.
Correct.
I'm
You're doing
talking about
heat,
what
not
that
burn.
laser was doing to me.
Yes.
right.
Yeah. Burn can
yeah,
stack.
the burn. Oh.
Yeah. Burn can stack, and if you ever want to look into something like that, look into the Genghis, because the Genghis is just a giant flamethrower bot that applies burn to everything.
I want a flamethrower.
Well, you are welcome to look into the Harrison Armory Genghis. You guys might be able to get access to that earlier than most people.
So one thing I was wondering,
Uh-huh.
now I know that the assault mechs and all this didn't have any structure like we do, but will there be the equivalent of boss fights that have structure and the possibility of taking structural damage like we can possibly take?
Oh,
Or is it
fuck
just-
yeah.
Okay.
I was surprised the big
Yeah.
guy didn't have one structure.
I was a little surprised at that too.
Yeah, I was as well whenever I was going through and looking at it, but we had spent plenty of time on the fight as it was, and the assault mechs had more hull than it did. The thing that it had going on for it was that it had
Armor and a shield.
had heavy armor and a shield, yeah. That said, yeah, you guys will definitely run into boss monsters that are going to be much nastier than that.
Okay.
But that's
Like-
probably going to be a situation where there's like fewer ads and we're taking a lot more turns than it is. And
Well,
probably.
yes, but I mean, you get to that point, then I'm
Yeah.
throwing you guys like ultra fucking elites,
Yeah, no, you're
veterans with AI, NHPs, and
Yeah.
fucking super max.
That sounds terrifying.
It's gonna be fucking incredible. I can't wait.
So
Give us a couple levels.
I'll give you a while before we get to that.
I was actually wanting to ask about that. Do we get a license that we can spend?
So you guys,
Oh yeah, are we pilot level 1 now?
tell you what, that sounds perfectly fine by me. You guys will go through your graduation ceremony, and you will have your first rank of pilot license. So you guys have effectively leveled up. That means you guys technically don't have your pilot's license, but you'll get it next session. So I'm just
So
gonna.
we'll pick what we level up, and when we get our pilot's license, we'll also
Right.
get access to what we choose when we level up.
Right, and
That
then
makes a lot of
send
sense.
me and then send me what you guys are deciding to look at. That way I can have contacts reach out to your characters to, help you get these license points.
Oh,
like from
was
the
this
Harrison Armory or
recorded?
from Horace or
I'm assuming this was recorded and could be broadcast out to like recruiters and shit.
absolutely. This is one of the things with Harrison Armory and Bay Olympus Megacorp, both working on this. They both have investors that have put lots of time and money into you. And one of the ways that they continue to get investors to bring money into the Crucible project is by, broadcasting this type of stuff and contracting out Lancers that have graduated through the program.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna figure out what we all need to figure out our levels, and I can't wait to play this again in 2 weeks.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
I'm
the
out.
next session will
Catch you guys
probably be
later.
much more role playing and then getting acquainted with the system that you guys are going to, and also getting to know the crew that you will be working intimately with. And
Yeah, so this was a
getting your
combat
first-
session. Next session will probably be a full roleplay session. To
Yeah.
anyone who has watched, thank you very much for
you
watching.
guys are beautiful.
Next episode will be the official start of the campaign, but this warm-up learning 2 episodes were very important for figuring out the system. So I appreciate anyone who's watched this, who watched the other one. We're going to keep this going every 2 weeks for the foreseeable future. And yeah, thank you very much. Anything
Yeah.
else you guys want to say?
Be sure to follow the shit out of Edquist Twitch stream at ConfessorX.
That's
And if you get the opportunity, go and check out my podcast. It's Geek Cast Live. You can find it on iTunes or Google Play. And you can also hit us up on the Twitter machine or Facebook, searching Geek Cast Live.
And please leave a comment below. We really
If you know anything
appreciate
more
that.
about the system, if we fucked anything up,
We
we're
probably
still
did.
on. Yeah, we're still on a learning curve right now, so please, by all means, criticize, let us know what we're fucking up. We are trying to improve and learn this system better. And, just have a good time with giant fucking robots.
Okay, I think that'll do with that.
Auf Wiedersehen.